This is where the fun begins.
Dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural.
What's going on, everyone?
How's it going?
Welcome back to another Sitcast podcast episode, live stream.
We made it. We got the captain back in his seat.
Yes, we got the president of Trooper Hub, not to confuse it with the other hub. Anthony, BMX Jedi. We got Sean Solo, and you got myself and I, and yes, PJ Paradox Nerd. So we're gonna be a little off today because we just recorded an episode of the bounty pickups, so it kind of threw us off because usually we talk about the bounty pickups as soon as we come on the live stream. So we're a little off. That's because we were recording for like an hour.
Drugs are bad.
I know drugs are bad. We're smoking weed.
Drugs are bad.
Pot is legal in New Jersey, so
Oh, jeez.
it is actually, which is actually a pretty good thing. All right. So anyway, welcome everyone. Thank you for tuning in for another episode of the Sitcast podcast. Episode where Star Wars podcast where we pretty much talk anything and everything Star Wars. And yeah, like I told you guys, we're going to be a little off today. We're just thrown off at this whole recording right before the show. Anyway, joining me tonight is Sean Solo, my co-host of the podcast.
What's up, everybody?
What's up, Sean? And our guest for tonight is BMX Jedi.
How's it going?
And glad to have you on, man. How's everything?
Pretty good. How about you?
Good. So we'll start off with you, man, because we did our bounty. Me and Sean talked about our Star Wars bounty pickups for like about an hour. And for the people wondering, we're gonna probably drop that episode probably by tomorrow. So definitely look out for that. But yeah. BMX Jedi, Anthony, what you got in terms of Star Wars bounty pickups?
Only things I've picked up is I got the transport trooper. I got that in last week. Yep.
Not the tank trooper, the transport trooper?
The tank. Yeah, I'm sorry, tank trooper.
I was about to say, I was like, wait a minute, damn! I was like, you got that shipping already?
Yeah, nice. I got that, and when we were at ICC, I picked up a couple of prints, and got them framed. Hold on, I can grab those. Let me hold on one sec. Cool.
While you do that, I'm going to address the chat real quick. We got Robin Bowman in the house. What's up, Robin? Thank you for tuning
Robin.
In. We got SW77 Flex. What's up, Flex?
All right.
How's it going? By the way, Flex is also in the state of New Jersey, so he knows what we're talking about in terms of. Oh, whoa. Hold on, real quick. Let me finish my sentence. I got a little distracted there.
Trooper Hub.
Trooper Hub. So, yeah, Star Wars 77 Flex is also from New Jersey, and he knows what I'm talking about in terms of the ganja. Oh, my. That's not really her. It's just Photoshop. Is that art?
No, it's a painting.
Oh, I was about to say. I was like, wow.
Yeah, this guy, I really feel bad. I didn't even think about it, but the guy had a ton of different stuff, and Sean and I had checked it out.
Can you can we get a little really close up of that? I mean, just because I want to. Appreciate the.
He's just checking proportions. It's all good.
Yeah. No, I mean, just the gradient of the paint and the colors and
the saturation.
I don't even know what I'm talking about, but
we had checked it out, and it was later on Saturday, and I was like, I walked over to Sean. I think you were with Josh or something. And I was like, dude, I just was over there. He's got prices. I was like, these things are far cheaper than we thought. They were like, was it 3 for $20? Oh, no, I'm sorry, 3 for $60.
Yeah.
3 for $60? That's not bad.
$20 a piece. Yeah. I also picked up this one.
Yeah, that one's dope.
Let me take out the banner. Oh my gosh, that looks pretty damn good, man.
Yeah, it's really awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, he had a ton of different things. I really wish I would have picked up some other ones. And then I did get Michelle's.
Yes.
Yeah.
By the way, while you're holding it up, this is still available. So please check out Michelle Nooney's artwork, aka Glossy Bees. This is a Sitcast podcast exclusive. And thank you, Anthony, for supporting not only supporting Michelle with her artwork, but also supporting the podcast as well. And I'm out of Zoom here.
We got Marcel in the chat too.
That guy really had some awesome stuff, and they were relatively like cheap, I thought.
Yeah. The art prints?
Yeah.
Wow. That's pretty
cool. They were like I think we got them, they were $20 a piece basically.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all.
They're all 12 by 18s, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Good.
And it's just like I'm wondering if when Celebration comes around, I wonder if like any of those artists are going to be at Celebration.
Maybe.
If they are, goodbye wallet.
Yeah,
goodbye money.
Yeah, bring your
Who needs money? Who needs to eat? So, all right. We got Marcel in the house. Where do I sign to become Darth Lord of the Sith? Is there a practicum? No, just go towards the dark side, Marcel. And usually the dark side is, is the better side. We got Scott Barry in the house. What's up, Scott?
Hey, Scott.
Who else is here? We got Jedi Chisel. I love that name.
Chisel. Nice.
What's up, Chisel? AKA Jedi Chisel for Shizzle. My Chisel. We got Benjamin Bowman. Ben.
What's up, Benjamin?
You for tuning in. Thank you for the coasters. We're going to talk about it in just a bit. Who else is here? We got RMD Collective. RMD. Hope to meet you at Celebration. So, any other Star Wars bounty pickups, Sean? I mean, Anthony?
I did get a mace.
Windu figure?
Yeah.
Really?
Kind of.
Oh,
he got his new kitten mace.
Oh, nice. Really? Is that his name?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Well, congratulations.
Figure we were talking about cats on the last show.
Well, the way we were talking about those cats is, And by the way, you still have to share.
He's going to be doing the same thing.
Mace is in training. He's the Padawan.
Yeah. What is going on here? You guys are training your cats to like.
We're bougie.
Yeah, we're bougie.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. That's too hilarious. Again, please share a picture of those of your cats using the bathroom.
Cat hub.
Oh my gosh. So here's the thing too, is that like that would freak me out if you walk in or anybody walks in the bathroom, your cat's like has the newspaper out and it's just taking a nice little cat litter.
You see Meet the Fockers, right?
Yes. Yeah, where he flushed.
Meet the Parents. Yeah. I think it was. Yeah.
Meet the Parents. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's
all right. Good. Well, congratulations, Anthony, on your Star Wars bounty pickups.
Thank you.
We'll go to Sean. We have a dedicated video coming up, so we'll go over this real quick. But Sean, any recent Star Wars bounty pickups?
I got a few. Let's see. The first one, I can thank Eben and his crew over at Spice Runners Lounge. I got the art of Rogue One.
Nice.
So basically, it's all the conceptual art for Rogue One, and I adore Rogue One. So for $26 on Amazon, this is a really, really nice book.
Yeah, that's not bad, especially
the cover.
Yeah, that was the cover. I'm like right there. You got two tubes, and like
I still can't believe that they called them two tubes.
Do you have this book, The Art of Rogue?
Me?
No, Maybe. Anthony said he might have this one.
I don't know. If I do, the cover's different.
Check out the back's dope.
Nice.
Yeah, that's dope, man. I want an art print of that. That's dude, the Star Destroyer right over Jeddah. That is like a
dude. That would be a nice if you get an art print of that, it's got to be huge. Just a statement piece,
Doug Chang did the artwork, right? The concept art for Rogue One. I'm assuming.
I don't know. Is that the guy that designed the N1 Star Cruiser?
Yeah.
Yeah, he might have. He does.
He might have.
Yeah,
because he did the prequels. He did the Mandalorian.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming he did Rogue One. And by the way, Rogue One was shot It was beautiful. It's actually the cinematographer is the same cinematographer for Dune. All right, let's zoom in.
Yeah, I mean, this is a cool
Oh,
book.
I keep zooming on the wrong person there.
If I can get it right.
Yeah, that's sick. Dude, that's beautiful. That's effing beautiful.
Yeah,
and it's a thick book too.
Oh,
so.
yeah. It's printed on nice heavy stock paper. It's a hardback. I think it was $26 on Amazon.
Marcel said Doug was involved, but it was the North American and UK teams. So
Nice.
yeah, Doug Chang is the best.
Yeah, Michelle says she loves it because she was the one that was on Evan's channel holding it up, and I was like, "Man, thanks, Michelle. Now I got to go buy this book."
I know.
I think I literally bought it sitting there watching the show.
Yeah, I'm starting to love a lot of like the concept art books, especially when I bought the Mando season 1.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since I bought that one, I've been like such a huge fan of these books. So
the book I want to get though is the Star Wars Archives for the original trilogy. It's like a $200 book though, and I'm just like, it's kind of expensive, but I know it goes on sale a lot on Amazon.
Yeah,
eventually I'm going to end up picking it up because that's like a must-have.
It was like all the stuff like up to Force Awakens, and it wasn't that expensive.
Yeah, now it's friggin' $200 for that book. And I mean,
really?
The Archives book. I mean, it's a big like. I've got I've actually got a smaller version of it, but it sucks. I want to get the real one.
Which Archives book actually talks about like the concept story boards for episode 7, 8, 9 by Lucas? It was his treatment for the films. I know it's one of the Archives book.
I don't know.
Anthony, do you know which ones?
I don't know what book it is. I know the basics of what his like 7, 8, 9 were going to be.
Yeah, it was supposed to be Darth Talon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Darth Maul,
and then Talon was his apprentice.
Oh, dude. Can you imagine Darth Talon, dude? I mean, that's what we're missing is a really good, badass female Star Wars villain.
I think so. Yeah. They're trying to give us Reva, but we'll see.
We'll see. Yeah. Oh, by the way, we'll talk about it a little bit later, but I did read up on the ending leak of Kenobi.
La, 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 la,
yeah, I'm not going to talk about it, but
I don't want to know.
No, I'm not going to. I'm not going to spoil it for anyone. But I don't know. But the thing is, I don't know if it's true. But let's just say it's.
Yeah, but even if it is, I think it'll depend on how it's executed.
Yeah. Did you hear about it or read upon it? You did.
Yeah, I heard about it. Again, it depends on how it's executed. It may not be that bad, and it may just be like, "Are you effing kidding me?"
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be bad. I think it's going to be executed pretty well, and I get the idea of where they're going with everyone's character in the show. So, not to spoil it for anyone.
How can I say this without saying? Spoiling.
Yeah, I could take my headphones off.
Okay. No, I don't want to.
No. The only thing I will say is I really hope that they don't do a scene where Luke sees a lightsaber.
That's true. I don't think he will.
And, I mean, there's so many little things. I mean, even in the original trilogy, there's things that just they totally disregarded when they did another scene. But, now they know what's going on. They should know better than to do that.
Yeah, I think so too. I think we're in good hands, to be honest, man. I just think that I think Disney kind of realized what mistakes they've made, especially with the sequel trilogy. So I'm pretty sure they're not trying to repeat that, especially when you got something like The Mandalorian seriously single-handedly saving Star Wars, right? Even Solo, which is a good movie. Solo was a good movie. Which came after The Last Jedi. That could even save the franchise at that time. It really took a lot.
Yeah.
So
I think the problems with that one was, financially it lost money just because they pretty much had to reshoot half the movie, and then, it was very divisive.
80%.
Okay, yeah.
It was 80%.
Yeah, I knew it was a lot. And then it's only, what was it, 5 months after The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
And so, people had a sour taste in their mouth.
Yeah.
Even when they were coming out with the Solo movie, I kind of thought to myself, like, this isn't really something I need to see or want to see. But if I could see the Kessel Run, if I could see how him and Chewie meet, things like that, it's like, okay, I'll be cool. I want to see when he wins the Falcon.
Yep. And we
I
got
always
all
thought
that.
the Kessel Run was a race, though. That's what I always thought.
Yeah, I also thought Kessel Run was a race. I didn't.
Yeah, I think we all did.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. Like, kind of see, like, is it Donald Glover? Donald? No.
Donald Duck? No, Donald Glover.
Donald Glover. I always get those.
Glover.
Not Julian Glover. Not Danny Glover from Predator.
Not Danny Glover or Julian Glover.
Yeah.
Donald Glover. I think he did a great job as Lando. I just didn't like the whole asexual thing that he was trying to portray with the whole like him liking a robot.
Yeah, that was a sexual relationship with a droid. That made no sense.
Yeah.
I mean, I would accept that if the droid was like
not a droid,
like a
like Ex Machina.
Yes, Ex Machina, or like some of those droids or androids from Westworld, where it's like it almost looks like a real person or a real alien.
Yeah,
totally makes sense.
Like a synthetic droid, like where there's a possibility of doing something with her, but not a robot.
Not a robot, exactly.
It's like grinding on your car.
Yeah, like
it just made absolutely no sense.
Yeah. Oh, this is never mind. I don't want to. This is gonna get, but yeah, no. So, it's interesting, and you know why? And people are like, saying it's like, PJ, why did you read the ending of Kenobi, right? The leaked ending of Kenobi. Well, I'm putting so much on this show that I don't want to be disappointed. I don't want it to be like another Rise of Skywalker. So with the Rise of Skywalker, the scripts leaked online, right? And people were discussing it. So, because of my distaste for The Last Jedi, I wanted to prepare myself so I'm not disappointed when I watch The Rise of Skywalker. So I read that script, and there was a lot of things I was disappointed in, especially at the end when she said, "I'm a Skywalker." I didn't like the fact
that didn't even bother me.
That it bothered me because
I kind of had a feeling how she looked at Luke and she looked at Han as the father she never had. So if her thinking like, okay, I don't want to embrace the fact that I'm a Palpatine, I'm gonna self be adopted by this person who was a better father figure. That didn't bother me. Like,
no, I would have accepted all of that if there was a good foundation, but there wasn't.
Yeah, maybe if she spent more time with Luke.
Yes, thank you. But how much time did she spend with Luke?
None.
She was like, okay,
like a day.
Like a day, right? Maybe 2. Right, and then she didn't like what she saw, and then she bounced. Right,
yeah.
Then she came back to Octu, and Luke was already like a Force ghost. So it's like, how much bonding was there? Maybe with Leia, I guess, but even with Leia, that wasn't.
Yeah, maybe you could say that she had a strong bond with Leia.
Yeah,
but
I just felt like everything was rushed. Anyway, long story short, I read the scripts for that just to prepare myself, so I wasn't like literally crying. In the movie
or theater. An irritated shock.
Yes,
in the movie theater.
Exactly.
Yeah,
like how
I was kind of the same way. I didn't read them, but I watched some people that were basically given the rundown of what it was. So when I saw it, I was just like, okay, this is fine. I mean,
yeah, and that's how I felt too when I watched Rise of Skywalker. I'm glad that the leaks happened because it kind of prepared me for that, and I was just like, all right, whatever.
But what would you have thought if she would have said at the end, instead of "I'm a Skywalker," if she was like, "I'm the new Palpatine," like trying to reinvent his name? You know what I mean? Like I would have accepted that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
I think that. Yeah, I think
because the whole time she's like, "I don't know who I am. I don't have a name."
That name.
Yeah, but the thing is, this whole time she never had a last name. She didn't know where she was from. She finally finds out, and I know, it's like the dark Sith, and it's like, oh, that's my, grandfather, I'm like, listen, just reinvent the name. Like I would have been happier with that than just.
Or just call yourself Ray. You don't have to call yourself anything else.
Yeah. That I don't know why that bothered me as much as it did. I don't.
Ray Solo.
Because I think we hold the Skywalker name.
I could have seen her say that too.
Ray Solo would have been better
because she looked at Han like he was the father.
She spent more time with Han, like
absolutely.
Just about. Yeah.
He was wanting to bring her on the crew. He had an affinity for her, so he was more like a father figure. Yeah. Luke was more like a teacher that didn't want to teach. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's almost like the legend of Luke and all that kind of stuff that Ray Papa Walker.
Ray Papa Walker. Yeah, exactly. Reinvent the name. Literally reinvent the name.
She wanted that Skywalker legacy to live on. Maybe it's more of an homage to him than her.
Yeah, it's just like there's something about this.
I'm sorry. I was going to say what's crazy. Like Disney spent 3 movies trying to get rid of the Skywalker name, and then right at the end, I'm a Skywalker. I'm like, if you really wanted to get rid of the Skywalker name, say she's a Palpatine and move on.
Yeah, it's like they're playing craps with it. Like
they didn't know what they were doing. That's
they didn't know, and that's the thing. Like, I watched the video that Marcel shared, and it was a very informative video about the anti-sequel. Right, like it was basically like you got all these directors and this dilemma in the background like happening, right, like with not only Lucas and Disney but with with what's that called, between the 2 directors, JJ and Rian Johnson. It's like, dude, like seriously, like if you're gonna fight in the background. Don't like let the viewers realize that you guys dislike each other's work. Clearly you could tell, like, it was like The Force Awakens, and then it goes to The Last Jedi, and The Last Jedi was a total opposite of what was set up, right, from The Force Awakens. And then from The Last Jedi to The Rise of Skywalker, it was a totally different, like, it's the opposite.
Yeah, at that point, nothing really mattered.
Yeah, and how does a viewer feel? Like, I'm saying, like, maybe there's the casual Star Wars fan that just occasionally watches, like, these Star Wars movies. I mean, they wouldn't really care as much, right? Like, they're like, I don't know what's going on, whatever, But like for the people that have been following the trilogies, right? The original trilogy, the prequels, and to the sequels, to follow this story, to kind of have it like so convoluted towards the end, is so disappointing.
And what sucks, The Force Awakens had hope.
Yes.
Like, I say
it's fantastic.
Like I like The Force Awakens a lot. When it's on TNT, I'm watching it all the time.
That buzzer done? Was my dryer. Sorry.
I was like, someone's laundry's done.
Yeah,
but
it'll go off one more time. So,
okay. Like I said, The Force Awakens had so much hope. I embrace the new characters because I understand that Star Wars needs to move on for a different generation. The original actors aren't going to live forever, so I embrace that part of it. And everyone calls it a reboot, but you know what? You needed a reboot for the younger generation.
Yeah,
and the problem is, and then I just don't know why they just disrespect the entire Skywalker name, the legacy, Luke. Like, I just have no idea what they were thinking. And Last Jedi was just, that was rough.
I know. We always go back to the sequel.
I know. We can't help it.
We can't help it, but we're definitely going to talk about it because we definitely want to dive into the Ahsoka show. But yeah, no, I read the leaks just to prepare myself because I can't take another Star Wars heartbreak. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm trying to avoid them.
Yeah, especially
with, there's certain characters that it's not as big a deal as others.
Yeah.
And
dryer's done.
Clothes are done.
No, but like, yeah, I agree. Like Boba Fett, right? Like, everyone has their own campfire story of Boba Fett. So when it got on screen, it's just one of those things that, like, it was it was kind of like mishandled, but it wasn't like such a huge deal. So, but anyway, let's, we'll definitely talk about more in later on. So
where were we?
Yeah. Hey, Sean, I think your gain's a little high again.
Oh, I think I'm too close.
Okay. So yeah, no, but like I read it just to prepare myself for the for the show. I don't want to be disappointed. So let's go to Sean. What's your any Star Wars bounty pickups?
We had the Rogue One book,
Mm-hmm.
and then I've got the print One Last Lesson, the Ahsoka Maul from Sideshow. Yeah, this thing's this is nice print. Like I said, it's very vibrant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
12 by 18.
Damn,
goes in the portfolio.
Dude, that is a sick print. Is it still available on Sideshow?
I'm not positive, actually. I mean, look, I've got it up. I might be. Maybe they've sold out of the. Yeah, it's still at Sideshow. It's $95 at Sideshow, just the Giclée print.
Oh well, there's another person that I want to check out. Is Off the Racks. But yeah, go ahead. Any other Star Wars bounty pickups?
I do. Let's see. We've got, like Anthony said, the Assault Commander, the Trooper. No. Yeah. This is a really good figure. Like I said, we got a review video on it. You guys got to check it out when it's uploaded.
Did you pick him up, PJ?
Yes, I did actually. I'll wait for Sean to.
Oh, okay.
All right. The last thing I finally got is the new Anovos Shore Trooper helmet. Came in yesterday.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that thing is sweet.
Dude, this thing is sweet. All fiberglass. My only negative thing is like it's super heavy, and Benjamin's in the chat, so he can probably attest to how heavy these are when you troop. Because I believe he says he has like the original one that Anovos did. And Benjamin, if you can comment, I'm not sure how the coloring is and the weathering compared to this one and the older one. But look at that.
Damn, that looks good. I'll talk about it.
Yeah, it's fully lined and it's got stitched in Duonovo and Star Wars tag stitched in there.
It's comfortable, right, Sean?
Well, it's a little big. I've got a little tiny head, so, and Benjamin says it's not very comfortable. So
really,
yeah, it kind of sits back on my neck, but I also didn't put all the padding in it. But yeah, it's weathered well. Like I really, really, really like this thing. It's got a couple of vents on the bottom.
Damn, that looks good. Yeah, the new Novos is they're really killing it.
And honestly, the best thing is we ordered this and it shipped out literally between 1 and 2 days.
Yeah. You ordered yours on May 3rd, right?
Yeah, like that afternoon, May 3rd, and I want to say by May 5th that morning I had shipping confirmation.
Yeah. I ordered mine May 4th, and seriously, like May 5th also, like
yeah, that thing's dope.
It shipped out probably like towards the end of the day because mine came in today. Yours came in yesterday, right?
Yep. Got it yesterday. Yeah, man, this thing's sweet. I'm digging it. Just the profile on it. How badass is that helmet?
Like it might be one of the best.
It really is.
Like it's just really cool looking. Great design.
Benjamin Bowman says new or old Anovos both are the wrong color. People repaint them for the 501st.
What Ben? What's that's what me and PJ were talking on the last video. Like this one's it shows a lot lighter on screen, which I actually like better because it's a more of a darker tan in person.
So would you say that the Hot Toys is probably closer to accurate?
The thing about the Hot Toys one, like I know this. Here's the Hot Toy. Look, like
whoa,
it's more yellowish. I'm looking up at mine.
Yeah,
Does Benjamin have those? Does he know?
I don't know.
Benjamin says its screen use color is Montana gold and Sahara beige.
Yeah, it's probably close to what the Hot Toys is.
Yeah, because honestly, like when I ordered it, I thought they were going to have to make it, and they take a couple of months or 2 or 3 months. So in the comments, I wrote like, when you go to paint this, can you paint it a little bit lighter? Because I saw some pictures of some other people's and it went a little dark.
Yeah,
because the way this is filming now is how I want it to look, and it's just a little darker. But once I'm going to end up putting it like inside one of these detofs, so it's going to have a lot of lighting on it, so it's probably going to appear a little bit lighter.
Yeah.
But even the lenses, like really sturdy plastic lenses.
Color wise, it looks like it's in between the Shore Trooper and the Tank Trooper.
Yeah, when you see it in person, Andy, you'll see it's a lot darker. But yeah, it's pretty dope though.
Yeah,
I've been wanting this for a while too, so I'm very, very happy about this.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Congrats.
Thanks, man.
yeah.
Love the t-shirt too.
Yeah, the t-shirt's not bad. These guys are all right.
Yeah. Any other Star Wars bounty pickups?
What we do? Tank Trooper helmet print. Nope, that's it. No more money. No more money.
No more money. By the way, I'm gonna share off the rack collectibles website. I was looking to see if he had that art print available on his website. So if you guys don't know who Off the Rack is, Off the Racks actually, should I say, Off the Racks collectibles, please get to know them. They're one of our sponsors for one of our giveaways. And you can see that they have a lot of these cool art prints, and these are shipped, by the way. The price on them are shipped. So,
Hey, can you click on that Darth Maul one?
oh, this is the Mythos one, yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, that's
Gotcha.
yeah, it's pretty cool. So yeah, he sells a lot of these art prints. Unfortunately, he does not have the one that Sean has, but hopefully he does get it in the near future. But he does have the Ahsoka one, which I have, which is a cool print. This one I need to get from him because I don't have this one. This is Jerry Vanderstelt.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I have the part. Was it the other print from Boba, the one
Yeah.
that actually can pair up with it? So,
Yeah, I've got the Vanderstelt speeder bike, and I have that Vanderstelt Indiana Jones that was beside this one right there.
oh wow, this
Dude,
is
that-
Vanderstelt. Yeah, that is sick.
I actually have it right here in the portfolio. Yeah, I love that print.
Is this which movie is this from?
Raiders.
It's from Raiders, right?
Yeah, Raiders.
I thought it was like a combination of all three movies, but no, it's
No.
from Raiders. All right.
Yeah,
Damn, that's Vanderstelt. I wonder if he's going to be in Celebration.
dude.
'cause-
Usually he's at Celebration, and he has like limited edition prints that he only sells there.
Mhm.
And I think he's got a Leia one where I think she's on Alderaan,
Mhm.
kind of looking out over. Like, I think it's pretty sick.
Yeah, that one is a sick one. I know he has like some of the Padme prints as well. That's also in that same kind of boat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a good artist.
Yeah, but this is the one you have, right? The Endor
Yep.
Chase one.
Yep, got that one in the Raiders.
Yeah. So if you guys are, like I said, are interested in buying some of these sideshow art prints or even like Hot Toys or sideshow statues, please check out Off the Rack Collectibles. They do amazing work, and at a, they save you money with a lot of
Yeah,
these
that's
amazing
where I
pieces.
got the Tank Trooper from.
Oh, you did? Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Off the racks.
Off the racks, yeah. All right, cool. Any other Star Wars bounty pickups, Sean?
That is it, man. I don't even think I have anything on the horizon, honestly, which is good because we're getting ready to head out of town next week, and
Yeah,
I gotta start paying for a lot of this stuff.
yeah. I actually don't really have too many things in terms of Star Wars bounty pickups. I'm kind of like preparing myself for Celebration because I know I'm probably going to be spending a lot of money during the con. But I do want to share something as well. It's a Hot Toys figure. And I got the Tank Trooper as well. And we did like a dedicated Star Wars bounty pickups video on this Tank Trooper. Assault Tank Trooper. What's the right word to call this thing?
He is the Assault Tank Commander, is what he is.
Oh my gosh. Is there an assault tank trooper, or is there just one assault?
I think there's a
trooper.
trooper. Is it? There is a trooper, right?
Okay, so it looks like Hot Toys will be.
I gotta look. Yeah,
but I mean, yeah, Sean, you and I were just like amazed at this figure, man. Right?
Yeah. Like I said, I like him better than the Shore Trooper. I like that.
Me too.
I like that white like I said, I have a OCD issue, so I like nice white. Even if it's weathered, it's still white versus this weathered yellow shore trooper that kind of bugs me. But yeah, fantastic trooper. And if you guys are collecting troopers, I think, like we said, a year or two, I think this one's going to be sought after.
Yeah,
I'll say this.
Yeah.
Disney has, since Disney bought Star Wars, they have come out with some awesome trooper designs.
Except for the First Order.
I didn't really mind. I didn't mind it. Like, I thought the regular ones looked good. I didn't too much care for the snow ones.
I don't know. Like, I liked the regular ones when they first showed up, but then I don't know. I got sick and tired of them. Like, they didn't age well. Like with the regular.
I could see that. Yeah.
Like with the regular Stormtrooper ones, like those aged well. I mean, like how many years of Stars do we have? Like those, those regular Stormtroopers.
OGTK all day.
Yeah,
I love it.
And we get like a Return of the Jedi version and maybe like a Rogue One version, but still, there's such a classic design that will never get old. But I can't say the same for the First Order Stormtroopers. Like, to be honest, that's why they're, people are trying to give it away. Basically, they're selling theirs for like $100, and
the design didn't catch on as much as the TKs did.
Yeah, but I agree. Besides those, like, I mean, you got this trooper, you got the range trooper, you got the mud trooper, the death troopers, all these amazing trooper designs, right?
Shore trooper, the patrol trooper that was only in for like 20 seconds or something.
Yeah, and I'm like, that's why I'm wondering, like, did Doug Chang have a input on these designs? Who had an input on those First Order trooper designs? Because you know what I'm saying? Like, you see such a big difference between these trooper designs, between Rogue One, even the Mandalorian. They're all kind of like similar, right?
Yeah,
they're very close in timeline, so maybe that's the difference.
Yeah, and then
maybe
Force Awakens is like 34 years after Jedi, so
that
could be part of it.
And then the other troopers, the transport trooper, he's the green one.
Yeah,
that was the one. So I guess this assault tank commander is the only one that's like a tank trooper.
Yeah, but look at that. That's
the mud trooper too. That was a really cool one.
Yeah. Mud trooper sick. His price is going down now, though. You could pick a mud trooper up fairly reasonable, getting close to retail.
That's one I really bummed that I did not get a hold of.
You're getting them close to retail now. The prices are going down.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I just kind of want to share this. So this was shared according to Star Wars Leaks post. Death Troopers and Mud Troopers to appear in Andor. So
makes sense.
I mean, I think this is a great opportunity for collectors who missed out on that Mud Trooper, which is a beautiful design. I love that Mud Trooper.
Yeah.
For the people that missed out on that, they have an opportunity. I'm pretty sure when Hot Toys releases, that version of the Mud Trooper from the show, to pick it up.
Yeah.
And
you just won't have the sculpt. That's all.
You just won't have the Solo sculpt.
I didn't care about that anyway.
How dare you? Actually, I actually do like the Solos. I mean, the sculpt itself is great. I mean, I'm not a huge like Alden. How do you say his last name?
Alden Ehrenreich.
Ehrenreich. Yeah, I'm not a big, huge fan of him being Solo.
Damn it, PJ.
My heart.
I mean, I liked it, but it took me a while to kind of accept him as Solo as the movie progressed, right?
Really?
There were moments that he really felt like Harrison Forward.
Yeah, there were some moments it felt like Harrison Ford, but then there were some moments I'm like, like I have to force myself.
I liked him. I don't know.
I liked him. I thought he did a good job. It's just that sometimes
I would have loved to see a spin-off series.
Yeah, there was talk of that.
I know. Yeah, that would be freaking awesome.
I think they're better off like doing a Solo TV show or like a limited series on Disney Plus. Yeah. I just don't think they should do a Solo like movie, another Solo movie.
No. I think the TV.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. They were talking. That's what I had heard. Maybe year or two ago
Yeah.
about doing something on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
But
So
even OG's right here. He says he's got the Mud Trooper. He's never displayed it with the head sculpt. Yeah, I wouldn't either, just because the mask and the way. Man, that thing's sweet.
Yeah, I love it. It's one of my favorite trooper designs. Man, it's just like Solo. Like, I mean, the range trooper. Like, you guys remember the range trooper?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when they were like on top of that that train.
Yep.
Yeah.
The train
They
heist
kind of
thing.
had like fur on them
With the
and stuff.
fur.
Yeah, I thought that was
with
such
the
a
fur.
yeah. I kind of wish that Hot Toys made that that figure. You know what I'm saying?
That would have been a good one.
Yeah, that would have been a good one. There's a lot of like troopers that they didn't make that I wish that they made. Like the Minban Stormtrooper, I wish they did that. But hopefully with some of these shows that, you know, they explore those trooper designs and we could get them in like, you know, Hot Toys figure format. So but yeah, no, I'm really happy. I definitely recommend this for $230.
Yeah.
I think this is one of those figures that really blew me away as soon as I opened it.
Yeah, get it.
But again, yeah, we're the total opposite of enablers here. So only buy it if you really love the design. Just don't buy it because we told you it's gonna like.
Well, we walk a thin line. Let's just say that.
Yeah, let's just like say we walk a thin line.
Yeah. But
because
if you do get it off the racks. You save on some shipping.
yeah, exactly. So save on some shipping. I did get the Unovos helmet that Sean just showed everyone. I just literally just got it as soon as I got home. I got ready for our recording of the unboxing of the transport trooper. I mean the tank trooper, and then yeah, I didn't get a chance to open it, but I will open it up along with my other boxes that I haven't opened up. I still have a Darth Maul bust, Boba Fett bust. I
keep trying for that Fett bust.
I know. I still haven't even opened up my Lego at
dude. You've
I
had that
know.
forever.
I know, dude.
What mall bust did you get?
The Sideshow Mall bust.
Oh, okay.
The recent one. I got it for an awesome deal. I told Sean the price, and yeah, I couldn't resist.
Yeah.
And it was a local like pickup too, so that saved me.
Yeah, we saw one at ICC, but it had a broken horn up front. Yeah, what did the guy want? $1,200 for it?
It's 13 something. It's
1,300. Oh my god! And with a broken horn.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it had been in the back, it might not have been that bad, but it was like, I think it was like top left.
Yeah.
I would have did some haggling if I wanted. I'd be like, hey man, I'll give you like $700 for this thing, like with a broken horn.
Because what were they at Sideshow? Probably like 1,000, maybe 1,100.
Yeah.
Yeah, right about 11.
Yeah.
So I want to say it was like 1,200 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's selling for 1,300.
It looked good though, like other than the crack.
Yeah, 1,300. Yeah, that's a little bit too steep for me. But yeah, no, I what else did I get? Oh yeah, I did get a nice care package from yours truly, Sean Solo, and I'm going to share it right now. So thank you, Sean,
You're welcome.
for getting me this signed Thrawn book, and it's signed by Timothy Zahn. So pretty awesome. I got a coaster made by the Bowmans, and the Bowmans are in the chat right now.
I only sent him one. No.
Huh? What happened? Yeah, he only sent me one.
I sent you one coaster.
Yeah, he was like, he only deserves one.
Yeah.
So it's only one. Nah, he sent me a bunch. Was it? I forgot. I didn't count. It was like seven or eight. Yeah. But
10.
Dude, their quality on the coasters are sick, dude. It's like rubberized,
nice.
like and you could definitely put like your beer on top of it without it like, worrying about it like, yeah, dude, it's such a awesome coaster. I'm so happy.
These are dope. I like these with the Airbush.
Yeah. So thank you to the Bowmans for making these for us. So I might give some away at Celebration. So if you see me, just say "May the midichlorians be with you guys." I might give you like a nice little care package.
Some swag.
Some swag, yeah.
Timothy Zahn sat next to us, the table next to us at dinner.
Really?
Yeah, him and
did you guys talk to him during the dinner or no?
No, he came up and we were kind of deciding where we're going to sit at, and then we were like, I was like, yeah, you can take that one.
Mm.
And then he's like, oh, thanks, and sat down, and him and his wife ate, and we were sitting at another table.
That was the cool thing about that con too. Like all the actors, they're out there eating dinner with you, like in the same. Other than McDermott and Daniels, but everyone else was just like whatever.
Yeah, the guy from Daredevil, I forget his name. He was down there a couple nights, and
he was eating breakfast.
Oh yeah, he was next to us at breakfast too.
Yeah. I would have been like, hey, so what's his new book again? Like I'd be like, try to listen. So
we were talking to him, Timothy, about what he's got in the works, and it wasn't Star Wars. I can't remember what else he said, but it wasn't Star Wars.
See, he told Nilda that he was working on a book that was going to be about Ezra and Thrawn together, like after Rebels.
Whoa!
Yeah,
but he didn't tell us that.
He didn't tell us that. He likes her though.
Yeah,
she got a hug and everything.
Damn, nice.
Yep.
Damn, Nilda. No,
He's
but
like, can you just rub up on me a little bit?
It's been a long time.
Well, his wife was there.
Yeah. Like, honey, look away.
Yeah, look away.
Get the camera.
No, but like, yeah, dude, that's awesome. And you got to meet. Actually, I tried to meet him in the last celebration, but unfortunately, I couldn't because there was such a long line to get his autograph. And on top of that, I think he came out with like a Thrawn book that's like an exclusive to the con. So, dude, there was like people like lining up to get that exclusive book.
Yeah.
I couldn't score one, but I think that's why he
there
was there.
Like no line for him.
Yeah, so that's good. Like that's one good thing about those cons, right? Those smaller cons, is that you actually have like you could have like a personal conversation with these like, with this artists or celebrities and stuff like that.
Honestly, every single person was fairly friendly. Like, I mean, Anthony Daniels probably said the least. He was probably he was more standoffish than anything, and
yeah,
I got more out of McDermott than I thought I would.
I wonder why. Is it just because he's so? It's just like he does so many of them and he meets so many people.
Probably.
I don't know if I was like in a I don't know in a Star Wars movie and dude like people are coming up like, hey man, like I love it. I'm like, yeah, cool. And they're buying me stuff like, hey man, you want to talk to me? Buy me a coffee. Now
yeah, dude. The coolest thing, me and Anthony sitting in the lobby, and here comes McDermott with his crew, and he comes strutting in. He flips his coat over his shoulder, and he's just strutting.
Yeah, he came through there like Conor McGregor.
Yeah, like he owned that place. And then he gets up there and he goes to take a left into the door. And he just turns his head.
Yeah, it was that classic Palpatine head up.
It was freaking great.
Dude, I could only picture him just kind of like levitating or floating, like with his hands just like this, like, and like trying to like electrocute people in like along the way that got in this way.
Oh man,
that would have been like hilarious. So, but yeah, in terms of bounty pickups, that's about it. Again, I'm just trying to like save. Oh no, I got this Cad Bane T-shirt from Heroes and Villains.
Yeah, that shirt's dope.
So, yeah. So, Worst Nightmare.
I like that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was like black and red, and like I was like, yeah, I need to get that. I got some Rock'em Sock'em socks. That should be. Yeah, I'm surprised that that's shipped out last week, and I still haven't gotten it. So, I got everything.
I got to up the sock game. A lot of people are into socks.
Dude, I'm telling you, man.
Our socks are so low down here, or we wear flip-flops. So it's like...
I know. Well,
you got to get some of these.
Which ones?
They're R2.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah, but you guys have sun all year long.
Yeah, pretty
much.
We
have like no sun. We have sun maybe 3 months out of the year.
Yeah, there's like a dark cloud over Jersey.
Yeah, it is. So that's why we're always like, I'm like, we don't have to worry about like those tan lines just because we don't get any sun here. So
I'm gonna be fried next week because I'll spend an entire week of surfing, so I'm gonna be burnt.
Oh, dude, you're surfing down in South Carolina or?
Yeah, we're in South Carolina. We're going up to Cape Hatteras, North Carolina.
Oh, North Carolina.
So it's almost a sliver of land that's more out into the ocean than we are. So you get much bigger waves there, and It's going
You've
to
heard
be
of
the
the Outer
water.
Banks, right? PJ, have you heard of the Outer Banks?
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. I thought you.
That's what it is.
Yeah. The Outer Banks. Yeah.
Yeah, so the water's going to be a lot cooler there, so it's time to bring a wetsuit. But
Yeah.
those will be nice tan lines.
Yeah. Star Wars 77 Flex. Yeah, it's actually nice the past couple days, but the past 3 weeks has been cold and gloomy and rainy for some reason. So yeah, we had a couple of good sunny days the past couple days. So yeah. All right, so yeah, let's get into our main topics for tonight. Actually, no, let's talk about some collectibles here. So I know we didn't really dive into it. I mean, I had I talked with Jeff Sage last week for May the 4th about some of these Hot Toys releases, but this was like released last week. I guess just in time for the May the 4th celebration. We'll start off with Anthony. Anthony, I know you're a big Revenge of the Sith guy. What do you think about this figure, and are you getting it?
I wasn't planning on it until I watched Jeddah Patrol today, and now I'm thinking about ordering it.
Really?
Looks really good. Yeah.
Yeah. And I heard it was shipping too from Sideshow.
Yeah. I saw people were getting their shipping confirmations.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And that's the thing too. That's really weird, right? Like Sideshow can get some of these figures early. Like it releases the same time it releases in Hong Kong, and I just wish that they did it every single time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it kind of sucks when it releases in Hong Kong and you're like, oh, cool. I gotta wait like, I don't know, 3 months to get mine. I still haven't got my Ahsoka, by the way, which I ordered from Sideshow.
Jeez.
I know.
Yeah, I was thinking about picking that one up.
The Ahsoka or this one?
Yeah. But we're both now. I don't think I'll get that bike thing, but
the stab?
But yeah, I don't think I'll get that. It just take up too much room.
That's true.
But it looks awesome.
Anthony, all you got to do is do it.
You're preaching to the wrong person.
Listen, again, we'll enable each other. We're not trying to enable you guys. We'll enable each other. But
and it is different. The head sculpt, I think, is probably the same, but the hair is different.
The hair is different, but the hair sculpt is the same. I mean, the head sculpt is the same.
Yeah, it looks really good. I like it. I've got both the other ones.
The hair's the same too.
No, it's not.
Are you sure? Because I'm looking at it.
Yep.
It's pretty close.
I watched Jeddah Patrol's video today, and he had them side by side. It's different.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah, the back is complete. The back, it kind of tapers in on the old one. It kind of comes more like a mullet.
Oh, okay.
But the head sculpt is the same. It's a little bit colored differently, but the tone. But yeah, how much is that one for the regular one without the?
I'm not sure.
Probably 250-ish, 280-ish. Yeah. I'll probably get that one. If I do, I'll get the Ahsoka as well.
Okay. Yeah, I'm waiting for my Ahsoka to ship. Hello, Sideshow. Where the hell's my Ahsoka? For goodness sake, man.
I was just gonna wait until it showed up, at Sideshow before I ordered it. I had ordered the bulbs to make her sabers. Yeah, I was gonna make them white though.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But yeah, no, this is a great. What do you think, Sean? What's your thoughts on this figure? Are you getting it or?
No, I'm not gonna get it. But it is a great figure. I mean, if you're, a huge Clone Wars fan, I mean, it's almost a must. And then pairing it with the Ahsoka, and are they doing an Obi-Wan? They
teased it, but they've never put it up for pre-order.
Dude, yeah, that's the bad thing. Like they start this line, and then all of a sudden they're just going to stop it. Like you can't do that.
But here's the thing too: is that what happens if Sideshow starts pumping these other that real animated look?
I actually like those better than this for the Clone Wars.
Because
it's a cartoon and it's a good representation. Yeah,
it's accurate.
You know what I think's going to happen though? What happens with this figure if in Obi-Wan there's a flashback of them in the armor?
Very possible.
Very possible, but are they gonna look? Like is Hot Toys now gonna make reissue or remake the one from the show because it's more accurate? It's like
Oh, they probably will.
yeah,
Without a doubt, they probably will. But we're gonna watch that show in a couple weeks,
mm-hmm.
and then if they release it, when do you get it? Into 2023, 2024?
Yeah. So here's my question too: is that Kojun, who actually is now in J&D Studios making all those amazing statues, he sculpted this portrait, and I guess because they have the molds, they're kind of using it for this figure. Makes me wonder if when there's a flashback of Anakin in the Kenobi show, who's going to be sculpting that portrait? And if they're not going to use a new portrait, so are we just going to get the same reused portrait again that they used for the light side Anakin, the dark side Anakin, and the Clone Wars Anakin?
Very possible.
I would probably say no. And the only reason I say that is because of what they did with Luke that was in The Mandalorian. It's a sculpt that looks like it's the best representation of what was in the show.
Yeah.
So they probably won't do that.
Yeah.
Now, whether it looks as good or better or not as good, I guess we'll have to see.
That scares me. Because Kojun
it could end up looking better.
Yeah, it could end up looking better, but right now for me, Kojun has been one of their best sculptors because
what other ones has he done?
The Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh wow, that was a really good one too.
That was a really good one. Oh, I'm
yeah.
So yeah, that was a really good one. So, what else did he sculpt? He sculpted a lot of their best portraits were sculpted by him. So, their Iron Man Mark the Tony Stark head sculpt Mark 50. He sculpted that.
Okay.
So he's got a good, he's got a good track record. It's just that can someone else be as good or better?
Who did the A New Hope Obi-Wan?
Oh, that's a good question.
Or Tarkin? Those are two probably.
I'm wondering if it's because usually the way I look up who sculpted what is that I go to their main website, right? And I kind of just look up. I mean, there's a long list of figures, but I go back and it'll tell you who sculpted what. So I mean,
I think the Krennic is a really good one as well.
Yeah, the Krennic one was great, dude. It's just something about old people's sculpts, right? They just nail it.
I think it's the wrinkles and very distinctive features as some of these guys are up in their 60s. I also think the what was the other one?
Dooku was amazing.
The Shroot.
The
Shroot.
Chirrut.
Yeah. I think that's a really good one.
Yeah,
for a younger person.
Yeah, I'm actually looking up Star Wars right now. Star Wars Battlefront, Star Wars. There you go. I'm clicking off all the Star Wars things here. I'm filtering it out, and
they killed it with Cody. Cody's good.
Yeah. Cody. That's a really good one too. The Jyn Erso one. That might be one of the best Star Wars female ones that I've got, at least.
Yeah, let me look up. I'm actually looking it up right now. Close. Okay. Hopefully I did this right. I filtered it out, but it's not letting me filter it out. Anyway, I'll come back to it. So anyway, he's done great. So I'm curious to see if in the show what Hot Toys has planned for us in terms of figures that they're going to be making from the show. All right, so I don't know if we talked about did we talk about the Tank Trooper, Sean?
No, we didn't. I don't think we didn't.
No, we didn't, right? So here's the Tank Trooper. No, the tank trooper. Transport trooper. Damn
Oh,
it.
the transport. I don't even
And
think
you-
we talked about the tank trooper either.
Yeah,
we
no,
did
but
talk about the tank trooper.
Did we?
We all
Yeah.
picked it up.
yeah.
No, we're talking previous show.
Yeah, no, I don't think we
Oh.
even. Yeah. All right. What do you think about this one, Sean?
Oh yeah, another good one. I mean, the coloring is what makes it special because it's just it's just different than the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I'm not going to get it because like I was saying, you got to be really choosy about which figures I'm getting, and then
Mm-hmm.
my trooper shelf's only so big, but I really like it. And was this from the Rogue One line?
No.
Yes. No.
This is
Mandalorian.
Mando.
Mandalorian.
Was this man?
Mando.
Oh, that's right. Because
Mm-hmm.
yeah, definitely another good one. Like any of these, trooper like this with that helmet style,
Yeah.
really, yeah, that's a winner.
How about you?
Oh yeah, I'll get this one.
BMX.
Yeah, I'll
you-
definitely get this one for sure. Yeah, I like it. It's kind of like a combination of the Mud Trooper and the uh, Tank Trooper.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think anything that has like a mixed media, like in terms of troopers, right? Like to have the trousers
Mhm.
and like like the sleeves and everything. I think they're like such a great design. I kind of wish we got a Bill Burr portrait to go along with this.
Yeah, there
Right?
you go.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering, since they're coming out with the Pedro Pascal portrait, if you could swap it out and put the Pedro Pascal portrait on this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
bet you
mean,
could.
yeah, but look at I mean, that's one thing about Hot Toys is that a lot of their like figures look great, especially their trooper figures, right?
Yeah.
Their shore trooper, we just unboxed the assault tank commander trooper.
Yeah. And they know how to photograph them too. Like,
Yeah.
that sells it.
Yeah, but dude, I really love the helmet design. I need to get the Anovos helmet of the tank trooper.
Yeah. I love that touch of red too.
Yes. It just makes it pop more, right?
Yeah. Gives it some character.
Yeah. So, oh man, I hate talk about these figures because I really want one now. So, damn it,
Do it.
I know. I guess I'm gonna
Yeah,
do
the
it.
good thing about those is they're not as expensive as.
Yeah, I was it was it
so-
$200 before the inflation price hike the
Yeah.
past couple figures. Yeah.
Yeah, I think those are in the 220, 230-ish range, right?
Yeah, which is good because a lot of the new figures now are like 250.
Yeah, 280.
280. Yeah,
They're
like
up
the
there at the 300
Bo-Katan.
range.
Yeah.
Yep.
So all right, so I do want to share something else too. So our studio shared their quarter scale Ahsoka statue.
I didn't see this.
I didn't
Yeah.
either. That's quarter scale?
Yeah.
Iron Studios.
Iron Studios, yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I think they missed the mark on this one.
Yeah, knowing that Sideshow's coming out with the premium format, which is sick.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to get that premium format Sideshow one.
Yeah. Anthony, what do you think about this statue?
I mean, the face looks a little off, but those
I'll
are
zoom
light
in.
up too, right?
Yeah, these at least light up, right? You could tell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even the tips on the sabers like almost go to a point.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's not. I mean, just from what I'm looking at, it's not horrible. The face looks a little off.
Mhm.
Maybe just a little like bony.
I think it's too long.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
little
maybe that's
long.
what
A
it is.
long face.
Yeah. Mhm.
Something about like her, like from watching her in the Clone Wars, she always fought with her sabers reversed.
Mhm.
So I don't know why they don't do that.
Yeah, it's a weird pose too, right?
Yeah, like if she would have had them reversed, or at
Mhm.
least one reversed and one
I don't
regular.
I don't
Shouldn't
know
one of the
why.
sabers be shorter?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I think so.
I don't know why the right arm bugs me. Something's off. Like it's
Oh, the
like,
way it's kind of chicken winged out.
Yeah, it's like I don't
Yeah,
know.
like I said, it's a weird pose. Like
Right? Yeah.
I give an A for effort, but man, I think at this point I gotta go with the Sideshow one.
Dude, Sideshow killed it.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure the Iron Studios one is going to be probably a little bit more expensive. Just because like look at their Luke, their R2D2 and Luke. That was like what, I think like $1,300. So that's pretty expensive. So, but the fact that we're getting more options is a good thing for us collectors, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
hey,
it could at
listen,
least make people step up their game.
yeah.
So.
And that's one thing too. You know what I've been noticing a lot lately in some of these groups. Sometimes I really just need to leave these groups. Is that there's like this Prime One versus J&D Studios like turmoil right now, right, between collectors. Because now Prime One is making their own version of Heath Ledger Joker, and then J&D is making their own version, and they're all like, my Prime One's better than your J&D. It's like, my Ferrari's better than your Lamborghini. It's like, my Xbox is better than
Xbox.
Yeah,
Listen,
it's like, oh my god, get over it, dude.
let them all make it, and you just collect what you like.
Actually, that's what I said. I said,
yeah.
I think there was a post, all right? They're like, I don't know why people are going crazy about J&D Studios, but Prime One is better, Sculpt, or it's cheaper too. I'm like, I responded by saying, I don't know what's with these fanboy posts, but it's kind of getting tiring and tiresome and old. Like, it's just like, just collect whatever is in your budget and whatever you like and fits in your collection.
Yeah.
That was my response.
Sometimes people like things just because of nostalgia,
Yeah.
like, it's it was the first thing they got introduced to. So they have an affinity for that brand.
That gets me.
I mean,
yeah. Like for me,
like we were with bikes back in the day.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone has their preference for like their company, right? Like in terms of like whether manufacturer. Yeah. I was talking to Sean about like golf clubs, right? I mean, I remember when I was playing a lot of golf, like there was always a fight between Callaway and TaylorMade golf clubs.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, TaylorMade's so much better than Callaway. And then I hit both of them and I'm like, they're freaking the same.
Yeah.
One sounds different than the other. It's like,
it's all preference.
It's all preference, right?
Because I don't have an affinity for any type of maker, any company. I literally like buy what I like,
Yeah.
I don't buy it because so and so made it.
Yeah, I just don't, I really don't get it. Even sometimes, like, and I'm gonna say it on the podcast. It's like even some of these like fan art pieces, right? Like, it's just like I don't get it. Like, there's a fan art piece that doesn't look great, and then people are not saying anything about it. But when it comes to some of these companies making like some of these pieces, like everyone's going crazy and like trashing it. Oh, look at this portrait. This portrait sucks, right? And then you look at like some of the fan art pieces, like, wait a minute, you're not commenting on these? Like, what's going on? Like, why are you so? It should be fair.
It might be because it's like a licensed company, so the threshold is the expectation is higher. Maybe that's the way they look at it. But
yeah,
there's times I see stuff and I'm just like, oh, okay, well, not for me.
Yeah. It's not for everybody either.
Yeah, it's not for everyone. Yeah, it's subjective. Like, I know people are going crazy over the J&D Studios, like Harley Quinn. I think it looks great. I think it looks good. I think their likeness is definitely there. But then some people are like, oh, you're spending $3,000 and it doesn't even look that good. And I'm like, oh god, here we go.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right. Like the Moff Gideon. I remember when that piece like first, the Moff Gideon premium format. And I remember when that thing was first shown, people were trashing it. I liked it. I picked it up. I didn't care.
I thought it was close enough. You could look at it. You knew who it was.
Yeah, exactly. So I think at this point, I just think that, oh my god, we got a golfer in the house. But no, I think at this point is that, hey man, like I always say, like collect what you love, right? You shouldn't really listen to anybody but yourself. If it makes you happy, if you really love that piece, buy it. Don't listen to anyone. Who cares? That person is never coming to your house to like critique you.
Yeah.
Or critique your collection. Oh man, I had a TaylorMade 10.5 degree driver 100 years ago. That was the whip. I agree. Was it the burner? Because that's when the last time I played golf.
Was it senior flex?
I just see
Yeah.
No, I had a hold on. Let me get ready for this. I'm gonna hold on 1 second. Wait for it. I had a stiff flex shaft, and it was stiff. That's what she said.
He set himself up for his own joke.
I was like, hold on, let me clear the room, everyone, clear the room. This is my stage right now. Nah, but see, yeah, Jeff Sage, he loves them off. Hey, at the end of the day, it's your statue. You shouldn't really care what people say.
There's not a lot of moths out there, are there?
Yeah, there isn't.
Think so.
It's only like 600 edition size.
Yeah,
but it's crazy.
Think that's the only statue, right?
Yeah,
unless like Iron Studio did a 10th scale one.
They did, but that's a smaller scale. But I'm getting to this point of my collecting career, right? I don't want to say career, but collecting journey, that I really don't care what people say anymore about like these pieces, right? Like it's just like it's like I'm like a duck and just like water like rolling over, rolling off my back, kind of thing. So I don't know. I just think that it's enjoy what you collect and enjoy the collectibles that we're getting. I mean, we're getting options, so that's a good thing, right? Like, because I know you guys have been collecting for a while, and back then there wasn't a lot of options, right?
Yeah, I think more the merrier.
We started 2016ish.
Yeah,
that's around when I started too.
Yeah, more the merrier, and then you just choose which one you like.
Yeah.
Because imagine if you only had one company making it and it sucks. That's all you've got is
or you couldn't afford it.
Sucky statue, right?
Yeah.
You don't have another.
Well, imagine if there was only one person and you couldn't afford it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Imagine it was all. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say sometimes like somebody could make one and it's pretty good, but it's in the ballpark of what you could afford.
Alexa.
Alexa was answering something. I don't know.
Anthony, you got like the dryer going on. You got Alexa talking. I got my doorbell ringing in the background because my DoorDash food came.
Yeah, like I think all the J&D stuff looks absolutely fantastic. But I'm not really I'm not going to spend that much money on the third scale statue.
Yeah, and I think it's just
the hell out of it.
Yes, me too. Like I just think that the fact that we have options, like, I mean, you got Iron Studios like doing 1/10 scale stuff. Like, I'm going to show you one of them. You know what I'm saying? Like 1/10 scale stuff, right? If room is an issue for you, you got an option to buy this and display it in your collection to represent the character that you love, right? If busts are your thing, there's Star Wars bus. If Hot Toys is your thing, 1/6 scale figures, you got these amazing figures that you could collect. If statue is your thing, you got all these like really cool sideshow premium formats. Now you got fan art pieces. I
think 15 years ago, what did you have?
Nothing.
Now you have everything. Now you have everything, and everything's not for everybody. Just seriously, just buy what you love.
Share some of that Panda Express. No, TK592, dude. I love Panda Express, but I'm getting to that age where I gotta watch what I eat. I was telling Sean this the other day. I'm like, man, I can't eat Panda Express like how I used to, man. I'm gonna get
is Panda Express that good? You're breaking my heart.
We only have one.
I'm speechless right now, Anthony.
I've never been to it. We've only got one, and it's like on the south end of the beach. And
well, make your way down the south end of that beach. Have some Panda Express on the beach.
What would you suggest? What's the go-to?
The go-to is my favorite is orange chicken. That is, oh my
Ooh, I
god,
like that.
Sounds
dude!
good.
Especially if they put extra sauce in the orange chicken. Oh my gosh.
How's the general?
No, there's no general. I think it's their version
don't
of the
have that?
general. Yeah, no,
Okay.
it's not. They have Beijing beef, which is so good, so good. Kung Pao chicken. Oh, that's another one of my favorites. Their chicken teriyaki is grilled to perfection.
Okay.
You know, if you're on a diet, they have
How
brown
about their
rice.
Mongolian beef?
Oh, it's the Beijing beef.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really good, man. You gotta,
Okay.
Yeah,
you know,
PJ,
for
we got to get you down here to the beach. We'll
oh,
go to my mother-in-law's Thai restaurant. She's
oh,
authentic Thai, dude. Yeah,
dude, I
Unless-
want some Thai food. So
like she
bad.
cooks it there,
Yeah,
and then we go to her house and she cooks it, and it's like 10 times spicier. I'm just like, no.
Oh, dude, I love
Yeah.
spice. Oh my
Oh.
gosh, dude! If I come, actually not if, when I come visit you guys,
Yeah,
definitely take me to
Yeah, I remember that one
one-of-our-
time Sean's wife, they had been there and she was like, "Hey, do you want to take this home? We're not going to eat it." And I took it home the next day,
sometime.
pulled it out. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it was something else. And I just tossed it all in the same bowl and then stuck it in the microwave. And I was so hungry and I started shoveling it in. And about 2 bites later, the heat kicked in. I was like, "Oh, oh."
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the papaya salad. It's called samtam.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's hot.
I love some Thai food. Anyway, let's go back to Star Wars.
Yeah. Back to cats and Thai food.
Kai, we have OG Panda. TK592 says we have OG Panda. Panda in before they started Express. Tastes so good.
Nice.
See, TK592, you know what I'm talking about, man. Panda Express. I'm telling you right now, if I was single, right? Like single, ready to mingle. Number one, I'm taking my first date to Panda Express.
That's the true test.
That's the true test.
Yep.
And if they pass the true test, then yes, the next date, then they'll get a nice steak restaurant. But anyway, in another lifetime. Thai food. I would love some bami mudang or garlic beef right now. Oh, dude.
I'm the white guy, so I'm getting pepper steak and rice.
Oh, come on, dude. Come on.
The best is when we used to we'd do something like a basketball game would be on. His wife would make like 100, 200 egg rolls and sticky rice.
Dude,
and we would sit there.
she can make some egg rolls and sticky
Dude,
rice now.
Thai
Yeah.
egg rolls are so much different than just your regular Chinese egg rolls, and they are so good.
Yeah, my
So,
boss gets so
good.
jealous when he's like, "You get egg rolls tonight," and he's like, "You got to bring us some." So my wife would actually have to make a special batch of her egg rolls to bring to my work.
Yo, RMD Collector, I know I'm gonna run into you at Celebration, dude. So when we meet up, man, we're gonna find a Panda Express around Anaheim, and we are going to live stream. We are going to live stream, my friend. Anyway, let's go back to Star Wars. But yeah,
now.
I know. I'm getting so hungry right now.
In the chat's like ordering up DoorDash.
I know, dude. I'm so hungry, dude, because I haven't eaten dinner yet.
Too.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Okay, we gotta get back to it.
Yeah, thanks. Who mentioned Panda Express? TK592. I blame this all on you. Anyway, going back to like what I was saying is that now you have options. So now if you don't like that Iron Studios Ahsoka, you have this.
Yeah, baby.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
if you do not like this version of Ahsoka, it's not the end of the world. We still have this one, the Hot Toys one, right? And if you don't want that, dude, you have this diorama, which is sick.
Yeah, and
dude, this is
supposed to be paired with this.
That's coming to my collection, by the way.
Yeah,
this is definitely.
That's only $5.95.
Yeah.
Imagine putting that in this print behind it.
Oh, dude, I want this so bad. I think it might be 1/5 or 1/6. Yeah, I'm not sure, but I need this in my collection so bad. So bad. I know some people were complaining about the lightsaber blades like with
Oh,
that.
that doesn't even bother me.
I'm like, really, dude? Like, you want it to be straight? Like, he's literally like in a like swinging like motion.
It shows it's dynamic. I mean,
It's dynamic. Why would you want it to be like straight? Like, I get it with Ahsoka.
I think they're just so used to that's the way they are that it's off-putting to them.
Change is hard.
Yeah. Well,
but if you understand what they were going for, I'm totally fine with it.
Yeah, I like it. But yeah, so again, if you don't want that, then got all these other options. You got like this Kotobukiya 1/7 scale. You got a 1/10 scale Ahsoka.
Yeah.
She's
popular.
You got a Rebels Ahsoka. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got so many options as a Star Wars collector.
Yep.
And that's great. I think it just breeds like a nice, healthy ecosystem for collecting. And I'm realizing too, as I collect more of this stuff and more stuff is pumping out, is that it's okay not to collect everything. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. If you miss out on it, guess what? There's another one that's going to come out that's probably going to be better, if not the same or better, right? Or different.
Yeah. There's always something better that comes out. There is inevitable.
Yeah. I mean, I think people wrote off Sideshow in terms of premium formats with their previous premium format line, right? With the New Hope characters, because some of those like sculpts were like,
they weren't great.
They weren't great. They were good, but they weren't great. But now, like, look at the evolution, especially with that the Ahsoka one from the Mando show. That looks great. That to me, that captured the likeness of Rosario Dawson, right? So
yeah, I'd say out of some of the ones that have come out, that might be like one of the better ones.
Yeah. So yeah,
order up.
I know.
I'm getting that Sideshow.
Do you happen to know why they aren't lighting up the sabers anymore?
It's so weird because they lit up the Moff Gideon one. That dark saber lights up.
Yeah, but it's a dark saber.
Yeah, so they're probably like, oh, we have to light up this one. I don't know.
Or maybe that's one that would not have issues because of the shape of it. Like, it's more encapsulated in something that's safer.
Yeah. You know what? I think, you know what it is too? They're probably trying to, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of QC issues with some of the previous premium formats where it lit up and then it would just die out and then they had to replace them and it was probably expensive to replace them. So they're probably like, let's not light these up anymore. I mean, really, are people going to leave these on for a long time? I mean, besides you, Anthony, because I know you have that nice Hot Toys core scale Vader lit up in the background. But I mean, that's like, that's custom made, right? Like you kind of hardwired it so it's lit up all the time. So
when I turn the lights on.
Yeah. But I just think that I think they're just trying to prevent any QC like issues, so they're not lighting them up, in my opinion.
That's what I figured.
I wish they did though. I wish they did.
Yeah.
And there should be like a disclaimer. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. An option. Give us an option if you want the light up feature. I think companies should start doing this where they have like a set pre-order date. Like, okay, from June to like August, you have this time frame to pre-order this statue, whether you want it lit up or not. You have this time frame, and if you miss out on that time frame, oh well, you missed out. But give us that option to like have a light up lightsaber in our collection for these statues. So
yeah, it's the reason why I did not order that Revan and Malik.
Oh, really?
Because I was, if they would have lit up, I would have ordered them both. Just because I don't want to have some statues that light up and some that don't, and I already have a couple that do and two that are on the way that do, and it would just look odd to have some that do and some that don't.
Yeah, actually, the one of the owners of XM Studios addressed that issue because a lot of people were complaining, why is these not lining up? But he said that, like, again, they ran into a lot of QC issues where they would have to replace the lightsaber blade, and they just didn't want to go through that hassle, so they just
I'm
decided not
surprised that
to.
they haven't figured out a better way to do it to where you don't have to
Mm,
worry about that problem.
yeah, no, I agree with you, man. Like, I wish they would find a way, like for Hot Toys, like they found a way to light up like these Iron Man figures, right? They have a USB
Hmm.
powered now,
Yeah.
which is great.
Yeah, but they're using LEDs, and it's not like it's got to go in a whole rod,
Mhm,
you know. But maybe there's a way to do it
mhm.
and use a different type of blade to where the LED will penetrate all the way through.
Yeah. Well, I know I spoke to a spokesperson from Sideshow about the Kylo Ren lightsaber. I remember when they released that premium format and they were showcasing it at the celebration. And I think she was the owner of Sideshow. And, I spoke to her about it. I was like, hey, why aren't the Kylo Ren sabers lighting all the way up? All the way, not lighting up.
Hmm.
And she said that Disney had an issue with they had a licensing issue that if the lightsaber light up feature does not like light up all the way to the tip of the saber, especially with Kylo's, that they don't want it to be lit up.
Right. If it can't be good, they don't want it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think because of some of these sabers, like there's always that tip where it doesn't light up. Like when you look at your sabers,
Yeah.
like there's that little like cap, right, that doesn't light up. So I think that's why they decided not to do it on that. But yeah, I mean, again, choices. We got them. You want a Clone Wars, Anakin Skywalker figure, you got it. You got Kenobi to match it. You got a Yoda to match it as well.
Mhm.
So yeah, no, we're getting a lot of options, and options are great. Also, another statue that I'm getting that I know people don't like is the Anakin Skywalker one. So I'll pull up that.
I actually saw a review of that last week.
Yeah, Star Wars Theory had it.
Yep, that's where I saw it.
Yeah, and what did he say about it? I didn't watch the full.
He liked
review.
it. He liked it, and he's not like a big time
Collector.
statue and figure collector, so
Mhm.
he didn't have a lot of comparison stuff. But he liked it. He I can't remember which. There was two head sculpt. He liked one more than the other.
Mhm.
And he was like a lot of the detail as far as like his foot crushing into the battle droid and stuff like that. He
Yeah,
was commenting on. Yeah, I mean,
I think the base turned out really really good. I know the portrait is for some people it's a miss. I think it's okay. It's not the worst thing in the world. Um, but again, I'm at this point in my collecting journey that I really don't care anymore if people dislike it. As long as I like it, I'm cool with it.
yeah, I think that was the one he did not like as much as the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, I get it. I could see where people's, especially the mouth area, and it's like it's supposed to be like he's like hurt in battle, and he's
Mhm.
angrier, and I just kind of wish that maybe as a swap out portrait they did like Sith eyes or something,
That's
and
what
made
they
him.
should have done.
Yeah, but I get it. To me, I'm still gonna get it. I like it. I
But you
like
know
the
what?
pose.
If you want to have one of those in your collection, that's your option. Right
Yeah,
now, like at least you can get that if you want it.
yeah.
Until maybe somebody else does one.
Yeah. Or if you want, like I said, the animated version, you got the figures. If you want the Hot Toys version, you got the Hot Toys version. So yeah, we got an option, which is great. All right. So I think that's it for Panda Express and Thai food and brownie pickups.
We're
Jeez.
all hungry. We're gonna cut the show short tonight.
Yeah, Sean. Every single time I'm like, Sean, this is it. We're gonna go an hour and a half.
Well, that's what we said today. We're going an hour and a half.
And look where we are. We're at an hour and a half
an
mark.
hour.
And again, thank you to everyone tuning in. We're actually gonna go straight through
Yeah.
and
Yeah. Hey,
like
Nilda's in here with us.
So I do want to talk about our next topic for tonight is the Boba Fett Disney Gallery. Like, we got to see some of the behind the scenes of the Book of Boba. I know the Book of Boba is kind of controversial. Some people liked it, some people didn't. We'll go to Anthony. Did you actually no? Before we go to Anthony, I do want to share this clip from the Book of Boba, and just kind of want you guys to listen to what John Favreau has to say.
It's super inspiring to know that it started from one person.
That means the films I grew up with.
Okay, hold on.
Our responsibility is to be respectful to all of Star Wars, and that means the films I grew up with, to some extent, the expanded universe, as well as everything that's been established as canon. So every time we discuss a storyline or a character, we look at it from the perspective. It's almost like you hold it up and look at it through each facet and see what the implications be.
So, with that being said, we'll go to Anthony. What your thoughts are on the Book of Boba and the behind the scenes Disney Gallery on the Book of Boba?
The show Book of Boba, it was fine. I wasn't in love with it, primarily just because what they showed us in The Mandalorian about Boba. And then at the very end, we get the teaser for the Book of Boba show. He walks in, cold-blooded kills Bib Fortune, throws his carcass down. So you're like, all right, this dude is not messing around. He's going to slit people's throats, the whole 9 yards. And then what we get in the Book of Boba is something entirely different. And so it's not that I had some preconceived notion of what Boba was in my head in the original trilogy. It's what they told us he was. And then they do a show where he's not what they told us he was. I understand what they were saying as far as his arc and stuff like that. Totally get it. That all makes sense, but that's not what you showed us that this was going to be. And then Robert Rodriguez had a statement before the show ever came out that it was all killer, no filler. And that's not what they had. So I think, in my opinion, the reason why there's some people that aren't too much of a fan of it is because of those issues. This is what they told us, this is what they showed us, and this is what they give us, and they're not the same thing.
Yeah. Those are great points, man. No, I agree. There was almost like a bait and switch. Robert Rodriguez directed that episode when Boba showed up in the Mandalorian show, kicked ass, and then we got the total opposite of that in the Book of Boba. Actually, even when he came in and shot Bib Fortuna, you were like, oh man, this guy means business.
Yep.
And then you got something totally different. No, I totally definitely see what you're.
I mean, I wasn't like a massive fan of him just because the only thing we saw in the original trilogy was, him taking Han and then him at Jabba's palace. I mean, a lot of it was just kind of like our impression of him. And if you read some of the EU, you knew some of the bounty hunter tales and stuff like that. So, I mean, he wasn't somebody that I really had a great deal of compassion or love for or whatever. So I was just like, okay, well, we'll see how the show goes. I saw him in Mandalorian. I was like, oh, okay, this is cool. I like this, and then they said it's going to be like the Godfather, and they showed us what he is, that he has a dark side to where, he'll straight up kill you and take what he wants. And I was like, well, this could be pretty damn good. This might be like Sopranos, if there's a little war for power, and then he just I don't know. Maybe they just didn't have a really good plan,
or execution, right?
Yeah, or maybe things changed. From the time they did that to the time they filmed the show, maybe direction changed. Like, hey, we need to kind of straighten this guy out a little bit.
Yeah. Those are great points, and let's go to Sean. What's your thoughts on,
Yeah, I mean the overall gallery kind of bugged me because I feel like now granted they're not going to admit like, oh, we screwed up or we didn't do
Was the
this,
damage control?
Yeah, that's what I felt like it was. It's like it was edited very well.
Mm-hmm.
And like Anthony said, like the way Boba ended in season 2
Mm-hmm.
to the show is two different people. And then during the gallery, they did, address the issue that Boba Fett is changing. He's becoming a different person. Like I'm fine with that. Give
Mm-hmm.
us that same person, you
Mm-hmm.
know. Like I said, it was a lot of damage control. And then they were talking about Rodriguez, going in and directing the last show where Favreau was supposed to do it. And he just begged and begged. And John's like, all right, go ahead and do it. And then they just kind of put Rodriguez up on this pedestal. Oh man, this is the guy to do it. And we're like, no, he's not. He sucks. It's like it really, I don't know. It's just,
I didn't think the last episode was bad.
it wasn't.
It wasn't bad, but
But
maybe if Favreau did it, could have been better. Because the last time he directed a Star Wars episode was the first episode of Mando season 2 with the crate dragon, and that was like a movie because you kind of saw like the ratio like expand like after a certain point. It was like, wow, this is like a full-fledged like cinematic like episode,
Yeah, it wasn't bad, but Favreau wrote it, and if he would have directed it when he was writing it, he had a vision already in his head how it should be. And then all of a sudden he goes, oh, just take what I wrote and make it what you want. Like, no, you should have stuck to your guns and did the last episode. And like you said, I think it would have been more cinematic because even when Rodriguez did it, I felt like at points it was kind of choppy. Like, you know what I mean? It just didn't have that flow. And I think if Favreau would have done it, it would have definitely been better.
Yeah.
But
I agree because he flew away. He's like, okay, I'll be right back. And then like comes back with a Rancor.
Yeah.
And
like know where you're going.
Yeah, and the townspeople coming in, you're like, what the hell? Like, I was enjoying that scene with Mando and Boba kicking butt, and then here comes the townspeople to save them. So
yeah, I'd rather see Danny Trejo lugging the Rancor across the desert into the city and go, here you go, boss.
See, that would have been good. Like Boba would be like, hey,
Right.
Mr. Rancor trainer, come on down.
Yeah.
And then, but like, I totally agree. I just think the execution was poorly done. I think the idea was good, which I totally understand where they're coming from with the arc, right?
Yeah.
So
another thing that bugged me, me and Anthony were talking about this today was during the gallery, they're like, oh yeah, we just missed Mando. So we wanted to put some Mando in. Like, that's fine if you want to sprinkle them in here or there. It's a 7-episode Boba Fett series. And you gave us 2 full
episode.
Fantastic or not, that's what bugs me about it. It's like it's Boba Fett's show. It doesn't have to be about the Mandalorian like all the time. Like
and then they gave us like a 3/4 like episode of like Luke, right? Which
awesome.
It's awesome. Yeah, I agree. But they should have their own show, or if not, this should be on a separate show.
It's got to be at the right place at the right time, and that was neither. It was. You could have elaborated on the Boba Fett story in those 2 episodes and kind of iron out some of the hiccups they had. Instead, you just it literally was like you're watching another show, and it was just a better show. And then next thing you know, Boba Fett pales in comparison. You watch these 2 episodes, and then you go back to watch Boba, and you're like, this just isn't so good because look what I just watched. Like, we all talked about it, like they were amazing.
Yeah, maybe maybe Disney execs came and say, hey, we don't know. We don't know. We're all speculation.
I think that's probably what it was.
Yeah, something happened for sure.
Yeah, they're probably like, hey, listen, we're still paying royalties to Lucas here. Let's not dive into like Boba Fett too much, and let's focus in on Mando because at least that's our original character, even though it's Jon Favreau's character, but at least it's theirs, right? It's Disney's. It's not something that Lucas made. So maybe there's some sort of like thing where any character that is made by Lucas, like Lucas gets like a piece of that pie. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think he was just straight up paid for it, right? Like, I don't think there's anything where
You don't think there's like, oh, okay,
I don't
well,
think so. Like I don't think they have to pay to use an older character.
because
I think it's all theirs.
yeah, but it makes you wonder, why are they like really like making these characters like not, like they're like really destroying the characters that we grew up with, or maybe are we just too much of a hardcore Star Wars fan that we have this like campfire story of Boba Fett, of Luke and
I
Leia
think
and
it's a
Han
combination. I think it's a
that like.
combination of what it means to
Mhm,
us that grew up with it.
mhm,
I also, if you go and look at other types of movies
mhm,
where they almost have to make like the guy in it a bumbling idiot to make
mhm,
the new character like good. It's almost like they don't really understand how to do a character arc,
mhm,
and maybe that's kind of their whole tactic now is, if we want to make, like, we created this new person and the only way
mhm,
we can make this new person a real badass is if they just kind of like take a dump on this old badass.
mhm.
Well, they
Yeah.
did that.
Yeah, and I think that's not the right way of doing things, especially when you got the MCU that does it such a good way of introducing new characters, right? Like, they're passing the torch to some of these newer characters, like especially going from the Avengers like Chronicles saga to like the newer newer phase, right? Where they're like, okay, they're passing the baton. Like, for example, Captain America and the Winter Soldier, or what is it called? Falcon and the Winter
Yeah.
Soldier. They were kind of like passing the baton down to Sam Wilson as the new
Mhm.
Captain America, which I think they did a pretty good job, but they didn't destroy Captain America to
Right.
to bring up this character, this new Captain America. So if other IPs can do it in a nice, like nice manner, why can't
Respect.
with respect, why can't Lucas films do that? Why you have to destroy these characters?
I don't know.
It's just it makes
ridiculous.
me that's why I'm
Yeah.
saying, like, I don't get it. But no, I agree with you, Sean. I watched it and I've been saying this all along for a long time, is that Boba Fett almost died, right? Like, and I'm pretty sure he came out of it and said, like, listen, I did all these jobs for these like huts and all
Mhm.
these like mob bosses, and I always get myself, in these situations where I'm almost gonna die. He's like, I'm done with it. I'm just gonna be my own boss, but I'm gonna do it in a nice manner where I'm not like putting other people in danger. So it's almost like you're kind of growing up, right? Like, I don't drink the way I used to when I was younger. you
No.
know, it's just like you kind of get mature. So I see where they're going with it. And then with the Mando show where he came in and shot everyone, it was almost like you kind of see it and say, like, okay, he did that badass scene just because he was not only protecting Mando and Fennec Shand, right? The person that he saved, but like he wanted his armor back. He wanted like all those guys to be gone, so he had to do what he had to do. But fast forward to the Book of Boba. Now he pretty much killed everyone that he needed to kill. Like Hut, what's his name is not alive. Jabba the
I
Hutt's
never
not alive.
understood why he killed Bib Fortune.
I think because he was like, still like in that same kind of like,
I thought I heard
Like he
something like,
represented Boba's.
yeah.
but I think
Okay.
Bib did something to him. I think he like double crossed him or something. I can't. He made a comment.
He
I can't
did,
rem-
but he
Yeah,
never really
yes.
said what it was.
So he
Like,
just did something to him and it pissed him off and he killed him.
Yeah. So, and long story short, like, for me, I like the Book of Boba. I get what people were saying about like, why they disliked it. And I definitely agree with them. I just think that like the story arc was there. The thought process was there. I think it was poorly executed. It was all over the place. It was here, it was there, it was here, it was here. I felt like maybe because if you look at the credits, Robert Rodriguez was the executive producer for a lot of these episodes. And if you notice, all the good episodes weren't directed by him. They were directed by other people. Like remember that they were talking about like, that scene where they're all like it was like a tribe, they're all like in this that campfire all doing that dance, right?
Yeah.
That wasn't directed by Robert Rodriguez, and I thought that was a really good episode.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was when he kind of got inducted into the tribe.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So again, I think the storyline was there. I just think that it was poorly executed. I'm not putting all the blame on Robert Rodriguez, but I think there was some like decisions that he might have made that were very questionable. Especially, I think what did people in was the Mos Vespa gang.
Yeah.
I think that chase scene in Tatooine just really put a bad taste in people's mouths because those Vespas are probably going slow as hell. They try to make it
Yeah.
look
Yeah,
like
they
they're
looked like
going
they were
fast.
going slow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's
it did
like,
not look like a high-speed speeder chase. Not
yeah,
at all.
and at the end of it, here comes Boba flying right in. It's like
Yeah.
all that for that.
Yeah. Do you think they would have gotten that much hate if they just weren't those colors? If they were more dingy? Do you think you would have noticed
Maybe.
like, oh, they're not driving as fast or whatever? I think there was so much hate right from the beginning.
Mhm.
Everyone just
That focused on
yeah,
those.
you
You're
just,
probably right.
yeah, you picked it
Because they
apart.
looked out of place. Then you're
Oh, wow.
looking at it and like, okay,
Mhm.
well, why are they going so slow?
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
start thinking of all these other things to dogpile on it. I think that's probably true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we said, you take the speeders and you put it in Coruscant, you wouldn't have thought anything of
Or
it.
even that Tokyo Drift looking place in the Obi-Wan show.
Yeah,
They look
yeah.
like they would fit there.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
hope that's done right because if it's like if the most Vespa gang comes out, I'm done. If they
Yeah.
come
They
out,
may
they're
look like
like,
they belong in that place though.
yeah, but I watched it where they kind of said that they had what do they call them? Uh, what's
They
the
were
name of the
modders.
modders, right?
The
Yeah.
mods.
Yeah, because you have to think
Yeah.
that they're now this is like how many years after A New Hope? I think that's the last time we visited Tatooine in the original trilogy, right?
No, Return of the Jedi.
Oh, Return of the Jedi. We had. Oh yes, but then where did the hell did the modders come from? That's what I'm questioning. Why? Why? I get
Yeah.
it. They were trying to like, I don't know, add a little bit more.
They
It's
could
just
have been
like,
some people from another planet.
yeah, it's
Who
just like
knows? Yeah.
like felt like out of place. Um, but I get it. I just I don't know. Like for me, I think that if John Favreau has a lot of hands in different pots, right? Like he's doing the Mandalorian season 3. He's helping out with Kenobi. Like, they're putting their input on those in that show. Then Favreau's writing Ahsoka, and
Mhm.
then they're gonna focus their attention to that show. It's just so many things happening. It's only one Favreau and Filoni. And I think maybe Disney's pressuring them like they pressured Kathleen Kennedy to pump out these like sequel movies right away without any true plan.
Yeah.
And here's like John Favreau's like, oh, he's probably like writing as he's like telling Robert Rodriguez what to do, like he's not fully invested into, into like that Book of Boba show, as opposed to Mandalorian season 1, where dude, like he was there, like like okay, even though he's the producer, it's like okay, we should do this, do that, because there's only one show, right? So
Mhm.
Yeah, but there's two of them, and one of them knows canon inside and out.
yeah,
You
so
know,
it's almost like, hey, Filoni, what do you think about this? It's like, I don't know, we should do, but it's to write all these shows and to try and put them out at a you know, at a timely manner, it's just too much,
Mhm.
yeah. I
Looking-
mean, up
yeah.
until now, they were pretty much only doing one a year. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how many weeks they film. What is it usually a movie like 18 weeks or something?
Yeah.
Like they ought to be able to just peek in and say, hey, you know what? I'm not know if this is really hitting the mark.
hmm
You know?
Yeah, and it's not for a movie that's 2 hours. Now we're getting 7 episodes and they're like 30, 45 minutes long. And if
Yeah.
you like total it all up, it's like, I don't know, like
Maybe a movie and a half.
movie and a half or more.
Right.
So
but still, you ought to be able to see whether this is,
Mhm.
you know, at the very least, I would say that Filoni ought to be able to go one day of filming and say, hey, you know what? I don't quite know about that right there. That
Mhm.
doesn't seem quite right.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and not all the things he's done
Mhm.
are perfect. Like he's done some questionable things with some of the Clone Wars stuff that kind
Yeah.
of
No,
doesn't
that's
really
a good
make
point.
sense. You know,
No,
I mean,
that's
he's
a great.
not perfect.
Yeah.
You know,
And so was Lucas. Lucas wasn't perfect.
exactly.
You
You
know.
No.
know, I mean, Lucas did some things, and then he just like, don't worry about that.
Yeah.
You know, just
Yeah, he had his
completely.
wife controlling him. She's like, honey, don't do that.
Yeah.
We're gonna change
Yeah.
this. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, even there's some things that he
Mhm.
did that, like, obviously, you know,
Mhm.
they made a decision later on that
Mhm.
retconned it pretty much. But,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
you know,
I agree with you, OG fan, when Star Wars was just Star Wars. That yeah, I think it really is just a bad decision because um it's in Tatooine.
Yeah.
Tatooine is grungy, dirty. There's no colorful
Yeah.
like things in Tatooine. So to put those and then they stick out like a sore thumb. That's one thing with
yeah,
them is that they
Yeah.
stick out like a sore thumb. And then, when Boba is recruiting his gang, you think like, oh, he's gonna recruit Bosk, Forlom, or whoever's still alive. But then he recruits the most Vespa gang, and you're like, what the hell? I mean,
you know
thank
what's
goodness.
crazy is
Yeah.
we saw that girl and we
Mm.
automatically thought that she was like that old
Oh, like
from
that
the EU, and we
Dark
were like
Tennis.
so stoked on, well, this is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she's like the leader of the
The
mod crew.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. She
You
was,
know?
she was kind of cute, but I don't know. It was
Oh
just,
yeah,
Yeah. But like I get it. Boba Fett's left a bad taste in everybody's mouth, but man, Kenobi's gonna be hopefully the redemption show. And I
Mhm.
know there's so many people that are like
Mhm.
it's almost too easy to get down on Star Wars just because of the last three movies, and then Mando was a hit, and then you've got Boba that's bad.
I
But
wouldn't say like Boba is like
it was
bad
there was part like
because they
I
said
like
they said the prequels were bad, and now people love it.
yeah, like you said, only time
I
will
would say
tell.
it's a bait and switch.
Mhm.
But is it just going to be if Kenobi's a big hit? Is it just going to be time will tell, and then the Boba Fett show will just be pushed to the side, and then
Mhm.
so that does leave a lot of pressure for Disney, though. They really
Yeah.
this is a big one for them, I think,
Yeah.
just
Because
for the fandom.
because if you notice, there wasn't a lot of like merch pushed out for Book of Boba.
No.
No, I mean, I would like this guy. I would like that in a T-shirt. No, but again, uh, I get it where Favreau and Filoni were taking the character of Boba, poorly executed. But who else would have you picked to do this show?
I can't think of anybody, and I feel like they do
Mhm.
their due diligence. Like
Yeah.
they have I think Favreau and Filoni have a plan. I think corporate steps in a lot because they
Mhm.
have an agenda. I mean it's
I
business.
agree. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
And
I think that's the problem.
I feel like they're trying to force feed us Star Wars like too much of it.
Yeah, or a certain type of Star Wars.
Yeah, because I mean
That's the key.
what
Mhm.
was it? 8 months ago, all of a sudden you're like, oh, we're getting Andor, we're getting Ahsoka, we're getting Kenobi. Like we're like, oh, this is all great. But for the people that create it, they're feeling rushed. Even in
Yeah.
post production, they're feeling rushed to
Mhm.
try to make
Mhm.
it look
Good point.
legit.
Good point.
Like I feel like on their end, they're it's just like Hot Toys. You're biting off more than you can chew. It's
Yeah.
like
Well, I would say that the problems that people have aren't it's with the story, not with the other things. You know, like,
oh no, it's definitely the story.
you know, like, and if you would have sold us on the boba that you showed us,
Mhm.
then I mean, people would have at least had an expectation like, okay,
Yeah.
well, this is, Boba's gotten older. He realizes, he doesn't want to go down this pathway anymore. He wants to
Mhm.
do this. People would have been totally accepting of it or more accepting of it.
Yeah. Or
Well,
I get it. Like he wants to rule with respect, but it almost like you gotta earn that respect, right? Like,
Mhm.
and sometimes fear comes with the respect, right? If you like make an example out of like one character, like you like say he's like this crime lord now. He says Black Chrysanthemum kill that whatever that mod. Well, I don't know. And Black Chrysanthemum like shoots him, and then now he's got the respect, almost like the Godfather. It's like, hey, whack him. That's it. He's done.
yeah, or even if he came in and like shot Bib and then
Mhm.
kind of sat down on the throne and kind of looked at Finnick, maybe if he would have said like,
Mhm.
I'm just sick of this shit. There's got to be another way. And
Mhm.
Yeah.
then start it from that point on
Mhm.
of him verbally saying there has to be a way
A
to
better way, yeah.
do things different, and
Mhm.
that's without all the violence.
Mhm.
If you would have just did that little bit, I think
Mhm.
he would have been more accepting.
Yeah. And then you come across like some situations where he like presented some characters like, hey, listen, don't do that. You do it, you're and he
Yeah,
still does it, and then he shoots him in the face or something. That would have been cool. Because
right.
it's just to show that he's still ruling, even though he's ruling with respect, there's still some fear in people that if they mess up, they're gonna get killed.
Yeah, or even
Yeah.
if he's trying to like keep cool with it, and
Mhm.
try to lead with respect, but now and then have him like shoot some, like you said, like shoot someone in the face or like break someone off now and then, and have a conversation with Finnick, like, man, change is hard,
Mhm.
but I have to do that. Like if they would have just sold it to us that he was trying to change
Mhm.
versus all of a sudden he just cut out like any violence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah.
think like what he said, his
I
his
agree.
whole
OG.
personality is 180 degrees different. And then, like, okay, he walks in, he kills Bib Fortune, then he asks the Gamorrean guards, you know, he's basically going to kill them unless they will be loyal to him. And they all
Yeah.
bent the knee. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. Sold me. I'm good on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just think that if they recruited like a real gang, the old crew,
Yeah.
I think it would have
Mhm.
been a lot better than the Mos Vespa gang. But moving forward, would it change your mind, and would people change people's mind in the chat if they did like a Mando show and Boba shows up and kicks ass, like they redeem him, and he comes in to save Mando in some sort of situation and kills everyone in that whole like scene, right? Would that like put some faith back into Boba Fett? Like, would you guys like the character, more
I don't dislike him. I think it would probably,
or redeem him from
yeah, I mean, I
this
guess it would
show?
kind of redeem him in a little ways, but then people are probably going to be like, well, why couldn't we have got that in his show?
Mhm.
Yeah.
No, no one's ever happy.
No,
Right. Yeah.
no.
So,
But
I
you
mean,
know,
you could even have him talk to Mando and just say like, hey man, you kind of got to like, you're not going to live a long life if you keep bounty hunting.
mhm,
You're on borrowed time or something like that.
Yeah, have a
Um,
plan.
yeah,
yeah.
have a plan. Yeah, I really hope they do something just so that like they can remove that bad taste of Boba. This show off people's mouth. Here's my next question: is there Ahsoka show is starting to film today? Do you think we're gonna get that same type of treatment with the Ahsoka show?
I don't know, but I've got a really interesting question. So
Hmm.
that just starts filming today.
Hmm.
And how many weeks ago was it that leaked picture of Ahsoka with Darth
Oh
Maul
yeah, I
was
think that might have
circulating?
been fake. Yeah,
Now I'm starting to think that's fake.
yeah, I think that might have
Or
been fake.
yeah,
Yeah.
maybe it's a fan film thing or
Y-
something.
Yeah, that might have been
Um,
like a really like well produced fan film.
mhm,
So,
yeah.
well, Anthony, what do you think? What's your thoughts are? Oh wait, hold on. I gotta Into the Rancor Pit. I love this screen name. It was an awful show. The Collector. The writing was terrible. You built the story with the touchscreen reader for a couple of episodes and then just killed them off like it was nothing. I agree. That's
Yeah. Because
yeah. That was a good character build up, and you felt sympathy or empathy for the Tusken Raiders.
Yeah, they built up that female Tusken like she was some badass, and then I really thought we would see her toward the end, like she would
Yeah, I thought she
survive.
would come back.
Yeah.
Yeah. OG fan says, I still love Boba Fett, and Disney really can't ruin him for me. I agree. I'm just bummed that I waited since 1983 to see a badass Boba and his redemption from Return of the Jedi, and we got Beta Fett. I agree with you, man. I'm with you.
Yeah, we were all thinking that.
I'm with you guys. I just seeing both sides of the story, both sides of the coin, and I see where they were trying to go with it, and unfortunately, we didn't get that.
Yeah, they tried something different, and it didn't
work.
Didn't work for everybody.
And they did it with the wrong character. They could have did that with Andor. Yeah.
They should have did thing. Now, what was your question with that?
Oh no, just real quick. No, but it's just saying, like, with Andor, they should have tried that with Andor if they wanted to try something different in terms of character progression instead of like a beloved, iconic character as Boba. So, no, with Ahsoka, do you think we're gonna get that same kind of treatment where we're gonna be expecting a lot and then all of a sudden, bam, this is like the Ahsoka we don't know? And what do you think this show is going to do? Because I know they're trying to. It seems like with the Disney Gallery, they're bringing Luke on a lot. They're bringing Mark Hamill on a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It seems that they really want to redeem the Luke Skywalker character, especially if you have like a whole episode dedicated to Luke, right? Do you think that Favreau and Filoni are trying to make the sequels like acceptable, or I don't know.
I don't know if they're trying to make them acceptable.
Mhm.
They probably are trying to give us the Luke that we wanted. As far as the Ahsoka show, are we going to get an Ahsoka that doesn't seem like what we knew her as? I don't think so. Like, so far, they've showed us an Ahsoka that I think everybody was okay with. Like, I thought the episodes we've gotten her in, like, she was good. I liked it. I don't know. The logo looks like World Between Worlds. I don't know if it's going to be going down that pathway. Or
it seems like it, right?
Different. Yeah,
it seems.
That's what I think.
So they did the other girl from the Mandalorian chick from, I can't think of her name.
Sabine. Yeah, Sabine Wren.
Yeah, so she's cast in it.
Oh yeah,
so
and she's a perfect
they
cast.
are. Yeah, they did a great job.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what they are going to do. I do think this is going toward the like Thrawn, like maybe over the seasons, like Thrawn is going to come back and be a big bad. Maybe they're doing a Filoni verse type thing with Thrawn, like where he'll be the big bad that comes in at some point in time, and it'll be like Heir to the Empire.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because they touched upon that. They're looking into the expanded universe books and trying to like get bits and pieces of those books and implementing them into canon, which is great. Which I'm all for it, because I think when Disney bought Star Wars, that was one of the first things that they did, and they said that the expanded universe is not canon, right? And that's all legends, which pissed off like
it was never canon though. That's what people don't understand.
Yeah,
it was never canon. Like I think Lucas even said years ago that those are like the stuff in the movies is all canon, and the stuff in those novels were like campfire stories.
Okay.
So like I think one of them, I don't remember which one it was, but Chewbacca got killed by a moon.
By a moon?
Yeah, I don't remember what book it was.
By a
So,
whole
like,
moon? Like
yeah, by a
correct.
whole moon. Yeah.
Yeah, he started howling at the moon so loud he
Yeah.
passed out. He got lightheaded and he was
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah, I remember
It's like-
watching I believe it was Christian Harloff years ago, and he was like, that whole discussion came up, and somebody on his show was like, no, this all needs to be canon, blah blah blah. He's like, okay, well, Chewie dies by a moon. He gets hit by a moon. And they were like, what? That's stupid. He's like, okay, well, that's what you wanted.
Mm.
Like, it's not canon until they bring it in and it's canon.
Yeah.
And
So
they've done that with Thrawn and like how many other people.
yeah.
So,
Well, I was gonna say, do you have hopes for Ahsoka? And do you think the the sequels could ever be redeemed? Because a lot of people, including myself, have a bad taste for the sequels.
high hopes for Ahsoka.
Look at that, yeah.
Yeah, I think I like her as Ahsoka.
Yeah.
And if they bring in Sabine, I really liked her in Rebels. If they bring in Thrawn, that sounds interesting. Show could be pretty cool. They had casted the Aladdin kid for Ezra, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it sounds like that's where they're going. Can they make the sequels better?
Because why would you introduce
Possibly.
World Between Worlds and that be like the logo for not only here in this chair, but
Yeah.
for like the posters and everything? It's like they're trying to tell us something.
Yeah, I mean, they possibly could do something like that. I think context of some of the things that rubbed people the wrong way would work. Like a lot, like even myself, I didn't like the fact that Luke was willing to murder his nephew in his sleep. But if we had some context for why he was doing that, maybe we could swallow it better. Like maybe Palpatine / Snoke gave him a vision that isn't true.
Yeah. I know some people are saying that like maybe it's the Luke that we got is not the real Luke and it was a clone of Luke.
Yeah, it's Luke.
It's a Luke, and the real Luke is like hidden somewhere or trapped somewhere.
Maybe.
I don't know. Sean, what do you think, man?
I think Filoni's going to take the reins on this. Ahsoka's his baby.
Yep.
I like the idea of World Between Worlds. I don't think it's going to like erase the sequels. I just think this is going to be like a new beginning. And, just for the future of Star Wars. And I was going to tie this in with Marcel's question, where he was saying, question for the panel, Disney's just going to continue with short series TV shows, or are they going to create something ongoing? I mean, you could create something ongoing with the TV shows and like intertwine them like they've kind of been doing. I don't know where they're going to go with Mando into Ahsoka's world, but I feel like that there's more promise with the Ahsoka show to further the Star Wars universe by just opening up the multiverse, basically.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's going to erase what we feel for the sequels. I just think it's going to give us more content to focus on so we can forget about the sequels.
Yeah. I just think that like there's an opportunity with the World Between Worlds. I think there's a reason why that was introduced, because when it was introduced, this was post Last Jedi, right? Those episodes were post Last Jedi, and
Was it?
yeah, the fourth season of Rebels
Yeah,
was
you're probably right.
was like, I remember because I watched that, because I remember watching that episode. And I'm like, is this like like a little hint that Filoni, if ever given the opportunity, go back and fix something in the past? Because that's what in the episode, that's what Ezra did. He pulled Ahsoka out of harm's way when Vader was about to kill her. Remember?
Yep.
He pulled her out, and it totally changed everything. Well, not changed everything. It kind of like everything pieced together. Because remember, Vader was coming out of there, right?
Mhm.
And he's like injured, but then we didn't know what happened to Ahsoka. We just assumed that she died, but then later on we realized that Ezra pulled her out, and this was like, I don't know, a different timeline, or I don't know. It was just interesting how they created that.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, can they do that with the Ahsoka show? Like maybe they're hunting down Ezra, her and Sabine, and um they come across Thrawn in like the Outer Rim or something, and Thrawn is trying to look for. He's still like working for the Emperor, and for him, he's trying to like find the world between worlds, and then I don't know. That's like the ultimate power is to be able to go back and change things, right? Right? What happens if you go back and I don't know, kill off Anakin, or what happens if you do this in I don't know a certain
Or you
timeline?
pull Anakin out before he goes to Palpatine's temple.
Yeah, things
And
like
he
that can
doesn't kill Mace, and Mace kills Palpatine.
yeah. So there has to be a reason why they're showing this. I mean, if they didn't want to show us this, like if they didn't want to do anything with that, then why show us this, right?
Yeah, and the multiverse thing is in right now.
Yeah,
even with CW, with Flashpoint and Marvel, like it's the thing.
yeah. So I don't know. I heard rumors that what they're trying to do, because right now, if you really think about it, Vader didn't get redeemed, or like he wasn't the chosen one. Like they said, I don't know, like he tried to kill Palpatine. It takes away that part of the Return of the Jedi movie where Vader kills the Emperor, he gets redeemed, and everyone lives happily ever after. But Emperor still lives, right? For some reason. So
Yeah.
I heard rumors that the way the timeline is going to break down is that it's going to create this alternate timeline where everything revolves back to that certain point in the Return of the Jedi movie where like that scene still matters or means a lot, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know how they'll be able to do that.
Mhm.
Because if you have Rey be the one that ultimately kills him, then I don't know how you can make Anakin turning back
Yeah.
still matter. I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, it's one of those things where I mean, do you agree? Like Emperor still being alive kind of takes away from that scene where he gets thrown off that
Yeah,
the ledge.
it doesn't make sense. And then it doesn't make sense that he wants her to kill him so that he can transfer his essence into her. And then she kills him and he doesn't transfer his essence into her.
Yeah, or doesn't he doesn't transfer his essence into Luke? I don't know. It's just very convoluted, and I hope they fix that. And hopefully, the Ahsoka show is the show to fix that. I don't know.
Yeah, it could either go really good or it could go haywire and just blow up Star Wars universe. Seriously,
yeah, it's weird. Like I don't. I
like
think if they tried to undo what happened in the sequels, it would be admitting that they kind of messed up. I don't know if they've got the if they're humble enough to do that.
They won't do that. They built too much around the sequels. I mean, look at Galaxy's Edge. It's all based on the sequels.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
no one's. I know.
They're not going to admit they're wrong.
Yeah.
It's admitting you're wrong, and I don't know if they're humble enough to do that.
No.
Yeah. Well, then they're gonna suffer because unfortunately, the Galactic Star Cruiser is not doing too well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long do you think it's going to be before there's going to be like a discounted rate or cut it, like the rates being cut?
Oh,
another year, like a year. They'll
probably another year.
And then they'll evaluate their numbers and be like, no one's coming to this thing.
Yeah. I mean, the merch that's selling should tell you enough that, hey, we made a mistake and we got to fix this.
Mm-hmm.
if Mando merch is selling more than your sequels, then I think you kind of have to reassess everything, including the Star
Yeah.
Wars universe right now.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see.
So I had something that like, okay, with what Marcel asked, what was his
Mhm.
question again?
For the panel, this one.
Yeah. So they are actually planning on movies, but they have not announced them.
Mhm.
So we still haven't heard what. There's a lot of rumors about Kevin Feige doing a movie,
Mhm.
and we haven't heard anything about that. Wasn't there? Um, they were talking about a High Republic movie. I remember
Yeah,
hearing
that's
about that.
yeah.
So I'm assuming that the Ryan Johnson trilogy is dead in the water, and the Game of Thrones guys is dead in the water.
Yep, those are all dead in the water.
I would say that if they do some movies, that they will probably go back like 1,000 years, so that it's not having anything to do with any of the older movie timelines.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably the best thing. Now you don't have to worry about this character and that character, and you can just use all original characters or Legends characters or something like that.
Yeah, make up your own stories and don't ruin the old ones.
Yeah. Far from
And-
Death Star says, "Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Anthony."
I was gonna say, and also like right when they started announcing all that stuff at the end of the last movie, then what was it? A year later is like when COVID hit, so everything kind of got shut down. Probably threw everything into a halt mode, and probably for a good thing. They've had time to sit back and rehash things and maybe get a little bit more focused.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. Far from Death Star says Ahsoka will take Luke in World Between Worlds and start a new timeline together. Maybe Ahsoka visions Luke's future and takes him. Yeah, that's actually could be a possibility.
And then we get the
I'll take that.
Luke Soka love interest.
Luke Soka baby.
Yeah.
Um,
Raleigh did ask, "Will I ever see you again?"
What's up, Viraj? V says there is already reworks in Disney Place. He's saying that it's all going to build up to the First Order, and then there is already reworks in the Disney Place. Question number 2 for the panel: if Disney retcons the sequels out of existence, will sequels collectibles go up, down, or stay the same? They're already down.
Yeah, they're going to stay down.
They're probably going to stay down. The only thing that is probably selling is the Rey figure. I mean, you could probably buy the first Kylo Ren figure for like $150.
Now, I did sell a lot of sequel figures the last 2 weeks.
And how did those sell?
Dude, I sold them all
easily.
I sold all the sequel figures very easily. I sold them in pairs of 2, actually.
Okay. Did you make up more or less?
I'd say I broke even.
Okay.
I didn't price gouge.
I thought you made out pretty good on some of them, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not making a ton, but from what I paid for them, because I think the majority of them I had bought used, so I got them at a little discount anyway. So I kind of sold them at retail, So I made a little bit, but
I think the only 2 figures that I see selling well from the sequels are the Rise of Skywalker Rey, and the Sith Trooper. Not the Sith Jet Trooper, the Sith Trooper. I've seen those go for like $280, but some of the other ones like the Finn, I've seen those Jet Troopers. You can't even like give those away. The Snow Troopers, like the First Order Troopers.
Yeah,
I had the Hobo Luke. I had him brand new, and I sold him for like $200.
Oh, dude, I actually sold him and Jedi Ray to Nilda's husband, Joey.
Yeah. So I don't know. For me, it's and the sequel's been out for a while, so it's still like I don't know, but I don't know. We'll see. I just hope they just do something where we either grow to kind of accept the sequels, because right now I don't accept them. Right now, I don't at all. I like blocked the sequels out of my memory. Really, like
I
right
blocked
now.
like the last two bother me. Like I said, I like Force Awakens. That doesn't bother me.
Yeah, but to me, I
I
see them.
liked it until they made Rise of Sky or Last Jedi,
Yeah,
and all the cool things in the Force Awakens were not cool anymore because they didn't do anything with them.
Yeah, it's like
yeah,
it's like the Last Jedi screwed up the Force Awakens and then completely screwed up Rise of Skywalker, because Rise of
yeah.
Skywalker was like a Hail Mary. Let's try to fix,
Mhm.
what was screwed up, and the Last Jedi just really I don't know why they went that route. It's like,
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
long story short, not
Oh.
not to beat a dead horse. It's
I
just,
know.
it's just that like I just hope they do something where we could accept it. We don't have to love it, but just accept it for what it is. And there's an explanation to everything that happened in the sequel trilogy. And just so that we could move on and put closure to that era, and then hopefully move on to, like, I don't know, the High Republic, Old Republic, or somewhere, a galaxy far, far away from the Skywalker galaxy, and we enjoy Star Wars that way. Um, so, and I really hope, I'm putting a lot of money on Ahsoka, so I hope the Filoni and Favreau are going to give us, you know, what we want and need from Ahsoka. Finn V says, PJ is wearing pork socks and not telling us. Yes, I am not wearing pork socks. I'm wearing pork underwear.
Oh man.
And yeah, V says, Finn in the First Order gear is going pretty high, and Rise of Skywalker is high because of low pre-orders, which is good. Yeah, I seen the Finn in First Order gear going for like 280, which is like not a bad price. And we still got Rogue Squadron coming, so yeah, no, we'll see. I
That's
just can't.
back on.
I think so. I know it was postponed, but we'll see what happens. But anyway, just to wrap things up, because we know Sean and I wanted to do this for an hour and a half, and never is the case. But I just want to thank everyone in the chat for tuning in. I really hope that Kenobi turns out really well. Because
So does Disney.
yeah, so is Disney, and I hope Kenobi, Andor, Ahsoka, all these new shows I really hope that these are the Star Wars that we all have been looking for, and I really can't wait. And for the people going to Celebration, hit me up. Maybe we could meet up and have some, Panda Express or a couple of drinks, whatever you want. So, Celebration 2 weeks. See you all there. Yes, RMD Collective. We are going to be getting some Panda Express and live streaming. V, I hope you are going to Celebration so we could also meet up and hang out there.
Hey, I got a question about Obi-Wan.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think we haven't seen him with a lightsaber in the trailer?
So I'm assuming that he's trying to hide the best he can.
That he's a Jedi.
Yeah, that he's a Jedi.
Yeah, well, it seems like they know who they're hunting,
mm-hmm.
but yet he's like fighting with a gun and stuff like that.
Yeah, because I think maybe like to them they know who they're hunting, but maybe to the other people they don't know that he's a Jedi. Because if
like
he
the
sees
general public,
the general public, like,
okay.
if he pulls out that
right,
lightsaber, then everybody's gonna be like, "Yep, that's him. That's the Jedi." There he is. So I don't know. I played Star Wars Galaxy, so I was a Jedi in that game, and it was almost like it was around that era, like the old trilogy era. And I remember as a Jedi, you really had to like hide your lightsaber.
A little low key.
Yeah, dude, because if you pulled out your lightsaber, that was it. Like, you get flagged, and everyone knows that you're a Jedi. They know your name. They follow you. They try to, such a cool game.
You think that I don't know the actor's name. He's an Indian guy. He was in Eternals.
Oh yeah.
You think he's a Jedi?
Yes, he's dead.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking too.
I think so too.
Oh, he's dead. If he's a Jedi,
he's not going to live long. Yeah.
He's dead.
Yeah,
I really, yeah.
What if he's the one hanging up in this town square?
Oh, that'll be messed up.
I think the one
that's
that
what I
she
think
cut
it is.
off in the teaser's the one that was hanging up.
I
But there
think
might
that
be
was,
more than one.
I think that was Lars Owen.
Yeah,
That was running.
yeah. RMD Collector says once the public sees the lightsaber, they'll snitch instantly. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
especially when there's credits
Yeah.
involved.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna snitch on it. I would snitch. I'm like, yo, that's the joke.
Yeah, he's staying low key.
I'd be like, they'd be like, oh, have you seen the Jedi? I'd be like,
I think the only time he's gonna pull out a saber if he does fight Vader.
yeah. So, anyway,
What other bounty hunters do you think there'll be? We saw 4 of them.
Cad Bane.
Oh, you saw him in the background?
Yeah,
Yeah, they teased him a little silhouette when
Yeah.
he was on that Blade Runner planet.
yeah.
Mhm.
I think who said it also. Like, I forgot who. There was someone in the light. Is it? I forgot who. But they're saying that they just didn't just use that one costume for just one show. I'm pretty sure they're using that
Yeah.
costume for many shows.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh, what an amazing job they did with Cad Bane, right?
Yeah, when
After
they were
watching
talking
that,
Yeah.
yeah, like the mouth moving. Those are like
Mhm.
all like, you know, prosthetics.
Yeah, I enjoyed that stuff. That was it. Legacy.
Legacy
Art-
Yes,
effects.
the one
effect.
that's making the Boba Fett premium format.
Mm.
Oh, I can't wait.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, they're
Oh, okay.
they're partnering up with Sideshow.
They're the ones that made the Grogu for Sideshow,
Yes,
right?
yes,
Okay.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I could see Cad Bane being in Andor.
You better show up, Cad Bane.
It would
Speaking
make
of Cad
sense.
Bane, you figure Hot Toys would have already tried to release something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, they will.
That-
They're probably just
Yeah.
waiting.
Dude, that's just too. Can't even keep up.
Oh, dude, there's probably more that they haven't released the Spider-Man figures that
Yeah,
you know.
it's just, that's why I'm out. It's like,
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're
I am.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Like we talk about it, we get excited, but then we're like, oh, what's it? 2-3 years from now? I don't need it.
Well, not only that, but there's so many.
Yeah, there's too many, and there's also a lot of other good stuff I want to get.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind there
Chewy,
being too many.
chewy.
I just wish they wasn't so long of a wait.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know, maybe that'll get better, but
Yeah.
Chewy Bust is coming around the corner. We're getting close.
I know we got to
have
do
you
live
ordered him yet?
unboxing.
Oh, I haven't ordered them yet because I want to put a little bit bigger down payment. I want
Yeah.
those monthly payments to be like 150. Like I'm
Yeah.
gonna put down a chunk on it.
Oh yeah, by the way, really quick, just to tell everyone, Regal Robot's gonna have a live stream tomorrow to kind of show what they're gonna
Oh,
showcase in
Nice.
celebration. So I'm kind of excited to see what they have in store for everybody. I know they're going to be announcing something from their new like line.
mm.
Yeah. I can't remember what it was called, but
Yeah.
Not their legacy line. What is it? Oh,
Yeah, it is.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. Yeah. So they got new product reveals starting tomorrow. So they'll have the some of those they said helmets, some like furniture stuff, some plaques, I guess.
No,
What kind of
And
helmet do you think they'll have?
I don't think they're doing helmets. They're not. I don't think they're going to do helmets.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we shall
Like-
see. Oh, by
Yeah.
the way, this picture right here, this is when I even responded. This is when I first fell in love with Regal Robot at Orlando Celebration
Mhm.
in 2017. Oh my gosh, that is 5 years ago. Holy smokes.
Yeah, I remember seeing that desk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing that too.
Yeah, I remember just seeing them and that dewback. You know how much I love dewbacks. I saw that dewback and I was like, yep, loving this company already. So shout out to those guys, Real Robot, Tom Spina and the crew.
Yeah, man.
I can't wait to finish paying off
Salacious.
so I could just move on from that.
Is that next
payment.
month? Last payments next month?
2 more months. Two
Two
more
more
months.
months?
Yeah,
Nice.
and then I'll be going to Long Island to pick up the Salacious Crumb.
Little
What
visit
is
to
that
Regal.
statue behind you next to Magneto?
This one?
Yeah.
Oh,
Juggernaut?
that's Juggernaut. So
Oh, okay. I see it now. All right.
Yeah.
I've been looking at it the whole time trying to figure out what it was.
yeah, it's Juggernaut. I try to sell these. I couldn't do it. Anyway, another story for another time. All right, guys, thank you so much again for
This is where the fun begins.
Whoops. Thank you for again. I hit that by mistake.
You underestimate.
Sorry, that one too.
Drugs are bad.
Drugs are bad. Thank you guys for tuning in to this episode of Sitcast podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for staying with us all the way to the end.
2.5
hours every single time, Sean. Every single time.
Yep, but we got another one in the books.
Another one in the books. 2.5 hours. Promise you guys, an hour and a half. So we're gonna see about next week, and we're gonna stream because I know Sean has a wedding. His daughter's getting married, so
I'll be out for 2 weeks.
I'll be out for 2 weeks. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll have like a guest co-host to kind of talk Star Wars. We'll shall see, or maybe we'll just take a break. And then the following week should be Celebration, I think. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Yes, I'm sorry, PJ. Far from. Yeah, I'm getting the roaring one.
Yes. So the following Wednesday is the 25th, and maybe we could do. Hey, Sean, maybe if you're back, maybe we could do a live stream that day because I'll be in my hotel room. So
yeah, I probably can't do it that day. I'm gonna be driving home, and then my father-in-law's in town for the one last night. So the wife will frown on that.
Okay, it's okay. Happy wife, happy life. Or I say happy wife, happy collecting life.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll figure it out. We'll let everyone know. But thank you guys again. Thank you to Anthony for hopping on the show and being our guest. It was a lot of fun. And thank you to everyone listening and watching. And
thanks, guys.
May the midichlorians be with you guys always and forever. I leave you with this.
Do it.
Dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural.